It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary.
Good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun is back. Maiyegun today.
Godfather is in, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
How many of you enjoyed the production? Because that's what somebody told me. Said, I love the production yesterday. The video, the picture, the audio, everything seems so perfect and then synchronized or well synchronized. What was your own experience as you are joining us tonight again? Share the broadcast.
Lórí Facebook, and yes, we like lórí YouTube, and yes, we like Bàbá gbé wúrẹ́, and yes, we like DJ.
Thank you very much. Share the broadcast, invite your friends, like I said. And then if you have taken your time to read the caption of the broadcast, the description, which is the body of the broadcast, then you will have an idea of what is it going to be like tonight. So share the broadcast.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra jù. Òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Thank you once again for joining me tonight. If you have read the caption of the broadcast, do not be get caught unaware. It is not new. So it's just that it continued to validate our position on the collusion of your government with the terrorists terrorizing Nigeria, especially in the last 7 years. That's all they proved to us. But there is more to learn from that, because meanwhile, there's something I actually wanted to quickly say, and that is, this new image on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, consider it as, one of the experimentations we will have to do until we get something so perfect and permanent as our presentation of MaiyegunsDiary Politico. So I appreciate your feedback. If you let me know what you think, especially knowing that this actually costs a lot to do every month. I have to say, it wasn't like, it's no longer like what it used to be, which was just me and my camera phone anywhere I am, and that's me sorted. So now we have, the technology, the capacity to have a production like this, right? Where you can actually watch on your TV and it's not going to lose any resolution and all that. So I would appreciate your feedback, especially every time these changes comes up, so that I can know which one is going to work perfectly for us. BBC Africa did a report, a documentary on titled "The Warlords of Zamfara." For 7 years, we have been bombarded with so many rhetorics, so many conspiracies. And the one that actually stands out is the topmost question: what exactly do these terrorists want? What exactly? This is the question that we have received many answers, but nobody has been able to actually answer it. Yes, in the last 7 years alone, we have seen the upsurge, the escalation of insecurity from a region called northeast of Nigeria, escalated to the rest regions in the country. Nowhere is spared. Then people came out to say they had solution. First, it was your government who came out and they said the reasons for all these killings then was because of climate change. And as Fulanis are nomads, they are always mobile and they would need to feed their cows and at the same time to water them, right? See, they said this was the reason. And their solution then was, let us give them grazing routes. Later they changed that. They said, okay, let us give them a ruga. Eventually we realized that it all boils down to land targets, land grab. And the only way, when we started studying them, what exactly do they want? Why would the Fulani man, why would the Fulani with AK-47 be shooting farmers down south Nigeria? What do they want? They want to feed their cow. Why are they doing all of that? So we discovered that there is more. it is which many people have known today, and they continue to deny, there is a regional conspiracy, yeah, to at least destroy Nigeria if they can't take Nigeria over. You will say who and who. See, there is no point in speaking in parables. The people in your government, starting from Buhari. You ask me why? How did you arrive at that? I'll tell you. In Nigeria, 7-8 years ago, yeah, Nigerians were shocked to the reality of the state of their security when ragtag terrorists were able to walk into a community and kidnapped over 280 school children successfully. So to some of the people then, it was like, no way, this country is done for. How did this country get to this level? Terrorism was then being unleashed. But what people didn't know then was that those who later took over power, they contributed to that. In fact, they added to the flame because power at the time was not negotiable to them. So what happened? They went all over neighboring African countries. They told the Fulanis who were living in the forest there, many of them, put it this way, many of them banished from different West African countries because of their violence. Because before then, there was a report that said the fourth deadliest terror group in the whole world, they were the Fulani terrorists, is on record. But to Nigerians who didn't know that those who were adding to the flame were those who wanted to take power, which they confessed, though. I'm not making it up. They confessed to it, that they brought them, that their brothers is in power now. Whatever they have lost, just like some other West African countries are chasing these terrorists with their cows away from their territories, right? Nigeria was also chasing them away. People were bold enough to fight them off. There was none of them who were bold enough to ransack a village and go scot-free until these criminals came. So they went back to them and said, if you have lost anything, you can come back now and help us. If we take over power, you can be in charge of anything you want. Take anything you want. This agreement is there before 2015. So what happened? The terrorists were hibernating between Chad, Niger, Mali, and all of this desert in the Sahel. So the few ones who were the Hausas, the Kanuris, who are members of Boko Haram, those ones, they were much like boxed to northeast of Nigeria, Borno, and the neighboring states. But the moment this APC, Egbekegbe, came in, they did two things. One, they shut the border of the southern Nigeria. Then, although there was no real border in northern Nigeria, but it became more porous. You know what then happened? The migration of the terrorists into Nigeria, like never seen before, began. In fact, they had to start a big campaign in Nigeria that if you are out there and condemning this Fulani terrorist, you will be considered as enemy of Nigeria, enemy of peace. And they sold that for a while. So from Boko Haram in northeast of Nigeria, it escalated to northwest, north central, southwest, south, southeast, which then started this endless revolution against the system, because that's not all that happened. In those neighboring countries up north, before this APC, Egbekegbe, came in, some of those, their presidents, yeah, they were already milking Nigeria. There's a place called Lake Chad Basin. You see that Lake Chad Basin is a desert, and it cut across some of these Niger and others. Yeah? So they were already coming to Nigeria to come and cut deals based on security. But guess what? When it comes to, what do you call it? When it comes to the protection or the freelance of the terrorists in that Sahel, guess what? They always find sanctuary in those places. So it was like a making conspiracy. But you see, when APC Egbekegbe came, that changed. You know what changed? They now legalized the official transfer of Nigeria resources to build the Niger Republic, maintaining the status quo of the, in fact, building on the status quo of the influx of terrorists into Nigeria from all angles. I'm not making this up. Oh. Don't think I'm trying to mess up with your mental health or anything right now, or your head. I'm not. This is exactly the timeline of what is today consuming Nigeria. But you know one certain things, yeah? During this period, there was this never disclosed, but always in the open relationship between the northern politicians. I'm using the context of when, before they even gained power, when they were plotting to bring the terrorists down to Nigeria, to bring Nigeria down to our knees until they take over power. They didn't just do it. The terrorists who later overtook Nigeria, they hibernated in that region. Sadly, many Nigerian soldiers died. For those who even fought the terrorists before these terrorists came to power, and arrested some of them, today, those arrested terrorists have been freed. Now, what happened? All of them now flocked, they flooded in. Rather than for those who came to power because of insecurity. Remember APC, Egbekegbe, they came to power because of insecurity in Nigeria. And they said, what was Boko Haram? They would end it. But they didn't tell you that they were going to build on Boko Haram terrorism and bring other terrorists. And rather than fight them, this is where I'm going. Rather than show any sort of collaboration or any sort of between these countries in the last 7 years, rather what they have been doing is transferring the resources of Nigeria into building a mini economy in Niger Republic, while Nigeria continue to suffer the bloody terrorism. How? The northern border, from time immemorial, they have no borders. And the moment they get in, as it is today, yeah, in 2015, especially 2019, yeah, to show openly that, yes, they are now in power. Politicians, governors from Niger Republic, they came to Nigeria, to Kano, to come and campaign for APC, Egbekegbe, Buhari and gang, yeah, for second term. Niger Republic wearing APC, Egbekegbe. Why? Because the grooming ground, or let's say the breeding ground for all that Nigeria is suffering today is no other place than Niger Republic, than Chad, than Cameroon, than Mali, and all these places. And how are they able to get into Nigeria and pass through all those countries without being stopped, despite the money that Nigeria continue to give to them in the name of security? By the way, I'm talking about billions of naira. I'm still coming to the current one. Oh. I'm giving you the historical timeline. For 7 years, they have milked over $2 billion from Nigeria in the name of collaboration of fighting insecurity. But guess what? They kept all their borders open. The terrorists are always moving there. The gun runners are always moving there. They know them when they move all of this black market, what have you. They coordinate them. But on the surface, as long as Nigeria bleeds, and in a way, they can build their paradise in Niger, is business, nothing personal. How? Zamfara State, BBC came out and they did a report. Now, this documentary on the terrorism in Zamfara is like a window into what that terrorism is in the entire northern Nigeria. We have two sets of terrorists terrorizing Nigeria today, okay? We have one who are like home-based terrorists. Those ones, you find them in Boko Haram. You find them in the Fulani terrorists up north. Now, the home-based terrorists are the ones who actually opened the window, the welcoming hand, and in fact, gave the foreign terrorists, the ones that always speak French, when they kidnap you in a Bono, or they kidnap you or attack your village in the middle of the night, speaking French or languages that you can't even understand. Those are the foreign terrorists that are welcomed into Nigeria because they're always welcomed. So BBC documentary did something. It went straight to the terrorists, their leaders, the home-based one. These are not Boko Haram now. These are Fulanis in Nigeria who have been used in the past by their political leaders, governors, senators, reps, and the rest in order to push their usual servitude agenda, slavish agenda, which is now becoming the Nigeria agenda. They said, even if they told you Nigeria has a Hausa Fulani, it is not true. So the documentary then exposed what exactly is happening. The terrorism that Nigeria is spending trillions of naira every year that goes into private pockets. So what exactly is happening in northern Nigeria? So we realized that the war that you, me, every one of us, that they are milking to fund their terror war in Nigeria, that war is actually the Hausa Fulani war that they won't tell you because it is not good for politics. Now you will know. That documentary showed that. You would expect, as I told you earlier, I said, they have colluded from the word go. Your borders are opened. So there's nobody checkmating or anything, checking anybody there. The terrorists just drive in, they pick up the map, they choose where they want to go to, because even when they come in, they are already protected by those who are supposed to protect you. Their law, their security forces, they have already protected the terrorists when they come in. But why would the same people, somehow who have the same religion or culture or tradition, right? Why would they feel comfortable, right, to kill themselves? That many of you from southern Nigeria will say, now family business. Abi? So we discovered that the century-long division in them that they love to deny, that the suppression, oppression, and the killings, the massacre going on in northern Nigeria, that the only ethnic nationalities suffering it are mostly the indigenous, Hausa, and others in northern Nigeria. And guess what? That documentary also exposed that the average Hausas in northern Nigeria, just like some of you in southern Nigeria who have experienced the terror of this AK-47 wielding terrorist Fulanis, the Hausas are now saying it publicly that they know those who are killing them, cleansing them, taking over their land, they are no other than Fulanis. Hausas in that documentary who are burying their own relatives, family members, community members, children, women. 200, 400 people slaughtered and killed by this armed Fulani terrorists. The Hausas are now saying, they are Fulanis. You give me gun. I will kill every Fulani. Give me this. So that documentary exposed also how much cover the terrorists are enjoying in the hand of the same people. For now, the northern Nigeria, they are controlling the presidency of Nigeria. They are controlling the National Assembly of Nigeria. They are controlling the Nigerian defense. When you say the Minister of Defense is from northern Nigeria, the Chief of Army Staff of Nigeria is from northern Nigeria. The Chief of Naval Staff, Air Force, from northern Nigeria. Are you with me? The person in charge of Nigeria DSS, SSS, State Security Service, is from northern Nigeria. The person in charge of the Nigerian Intelligence Agency, NIA, is from northern Nigeria. Yeah? Now, not just that, these same people control the Central Bank of Nigeria to the point that they can print money anytime. But yet, under them, in 7 years, more people have been slaughtered. More terrorists have come up, more harmed, deadlier under them in 7 years. So that documentary showed to us that the terrorists said, although they have their grievances, they said Nigeria politicians abandoned them. They said, that's the Fulani terrorists now, they said the Nigerian politicians abandoned them. They abandoned their families. Yeah? And whenever they manage to send their children to school, that they discriminate against Fulani children in schools. That when 100 northerners sit for exams, that out of, let's say, 1,000 northerners sit for exam, and 100 Fulani sit for the same exam, this Fulani warlord, they said, the northern system, this same northern one united north, the Fulani, this Fulani warlord said that only one Fulani child will be passed, others will be failed, right? And Hausa children, they will be promoted. So to them, they are being marginalized and forgotten. According to them, they said a Fulani man will need to go and, when it is raining, when it is, windy, they would have to carry their cows, on tougher terrains. They shall complain about Nigeria abandoning them. And they said because of that, they wanted to embarrass the government. This one a local one, and those ones are not the ones who want land that Buhari's government and their minions, they are putting together water resources bill to take over your waterways, so that and then 10 miles from your water river banks and the water banks, 10 miles land radius to give to Fulanis that are killing people in southern Nigeria. Now, the Fulanis killing, the terrorists killing people in southern Nigeria, those ones are not the ones exposed by the BBC documentary. Do you know what the reactions of Nigeria government is right now after that documentary? Yeah, they sanctioned BBC Africa. They will pay 5 million naira for exposing the truth there. They will pay, Daily Trust will pay 5 million naira, and every platform that shared that video, that documentary in Nigeria as we speak. Remember the same Buhari's government. Let me take you back a bit. The same Buhari APC, Egbekegbe government, 7 years ago, they came out and they told you that the reasons why the Fulani terrorists invaded farms in Ekiti and they killed a woman, killed a man, killed a boy who resisted them when their cows invaded their farms. The Nigerian government said the reasons for that was because the Fulanis, they needed a place to graze their cows. And most of the places where people have farms today in Yoruba land or in southern Nigeria, they used to be grazing routes where cows always travel from the north down to the south and back to the north, down to the south in the 1900. That's what they said. And they said, so that's why they killed people in Ekiti, because they were looking for grass to feed their cows. So what are you going to do about that? They said, no, don't talk about it. Oh, if you talk about it, you want to create problem. You want people to hate Fulani. You want people to start doing this or that. They started that propaganda then. And they didn't stop. They made laws, or they tried to make laws to gag the people. They said Nigerian medias, they must not report any sort of terrorism that involves the Fulanis. They must not report them as Fulani act of terror. They must always report those killings, those massacre, genocide going on. Nigerian media must report them as clashes. Do you understand? So they actually send circular to the media houses in Nigeria. They can't report the truth. They can't interview the victims, or else they will be sanctioned and they would have to pay 5 million naira fine or more, or even go to jail. That's part of the solution that APC, Egbekegbe, brought. In order to douse the tension, the Lagos landlord, Tifnumbu, also participated, you remember, when the Fulani terrorists killed the daughter of the leader of Afenifere, a Yoruba socio-political organization, their leader, Fafa Soroti, when they killed Funke Arakunrin, his daughter, Tifnumbu went there and he was asking the journalist, what is wrong with you? You keep asking me that people said, were you there? How do you know that it's a Fulani terrorist that killed her? Where are the cows? And remember, they own the media houses as well. So they managed to gag them to some extent. So BBC going all out this time around, though, not like the shoddy job they did on the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria, where they were screenshotting Facebook posts, Facebook comments, Twitter posts, and they were now ascribing them, ascribing the unknown gunmen to IPOB without speaking to any of the unknown gunmen that they actually met and said, oh, I'm a member of IPOB ESN. We are the one called unknown gunmen. You see this particular one, Warlord of Samvara, Baba, that exposed the truth that the terrorism Nigeria is battling is actually the war between the Fulanis and indigenous people of northern Nigeria, and it is getting to a stage whereby it is about to explode. But how come Niger Republic is now benefiting as Nigeria is nosediving into total bankruptcy? As they are depleting your reserves, depleting all your resources, smuggling your crude oil, and then making sure that your naira continue to get destroyed. In Niger Republic, it is a different story. How? Nigeria criminals under this, apart from these open borders in northern Nigeria, these rogues, they have intentionally, before now, like I said, the northern governors, states like that, Zamfara, Borno, and others like that, they have been investing in Niger Republic, including investing in the internal security of Niger Republic regularly, no joke. Houses of assemblies in northern Nigeria, when they are debating their annual budget for their states, they always also debate budgets set aside to be given to some states in Niger Republic to help them either to buy police vehicles, government official vehicles, or to go there and build hospitals roads. They have always been like, imagine, you are from Zamfara, okay? And the the Zamfara Assembly, they had a budget, let's say a budget of 180 billion naira. From that budget, 32 billion out of it is to go and build community roads, to build and equip hospital, and at the same time to do this or that, buy police, police uniform, police vehicles in Niger Republic. And to them in Zamfara, like that is a normal thing. Do you understand? Because they considered Niger Republic. In fact, they will tell you, if not because Oyibo separated us, separating cousins from cousins, Niger Republic is supposed to be part of northern Nigeria, but it is not. It is not. So these people from Niger Republic in charge of Nigeria now, they wrecked Nigeria. Apart from making themselves rich, like beyond what you can imagine, they wrecked all the public infrastructures in Nigeria. They wrecked Nigeria economy. They wrecked Nigeria currency. They rendered many of you jobless. Today, they have depleted your foreign reserve beyond what can pay for the next, 3/4 supplies of what you need in Nigeria. While they were doing all of that, your refinery is dead. Guess what? They were building Niger Republic. It's not that Niger Republic is Eldorado. If you are sleeping in darkness, they have electricity in Niger Republic, courtesy of Nigeria. Did you know that? Yeah? Right. Now, just about 2020. Remember the former Minister of State of Petroleum, Ibeka Chukwu. Yeah, Buhari is the Minister of Petroleum. And they promised you they will be building you one refinery every year. If they have kept that promise, by now, they would have built 7 refineries. Nigeria has currently more than 6 refineries, majority of them moribund. Yeah? Under this APC, those refineries to refine your crude locally, in order that if you are able to meet local supply, so local demand, Nigeria can then begin to even sell their own petrol, diesel to neighboring African countries. All of this will help strengthen your naira, because majority of these West African countries, you can make them pay you in naira, even if you can't make OPEC for crude oil to pay you in naira, because they have wrecked your economy, they have turned you to beggars. These criminals have destroyed everything, and your credit rating all over the world is destroyed. But guess what? If they had been building that one refinery every year since 2015, by now they would have built 7. And if they had invested and repaired those ones you had, at least to make them productive, at least to the like, let's say 50% production capacity, and you add that to 7 new refineries, by now Nigeria would have stopped importing fuel all over. You will not have to be waking up every month wondering how much are they going to sell the liter of oil today. But in that 7 years, the refineries they met, working at about 50-60% capacity, they killed them. Right? When they were killing them, Ibeka Chukwu decided to sign a oil contract, whatever deal, with what? Do you know where? Niger Republic. They said before APC, Egbekegbe, there was a refinery in Niger Republic, and they were refining about 5,000 crude every day. That is the capacity, very small. Maybe now one of them in northern Nigeria owned it, right? But they didn't have money. The moment APC, Egbekegbe, came to power, Ibeka Chukwu went to them, and they said they signed a deal. They extended the oil production in Niger Republic that will be supplying petrol to Nigeria. They increased it to 20,000 production. They celebrated it. That's a very good thing. You know what they did? They created jobs for them in Niger Republic, while Port Harcourt refinery was dying, and every other refinery everywhere were dying. Another wastage they did, in that 7 years, they decided to go and build a refinery in Kaduna. Kaduna that doesn't have any oil. And you know, they would have to what? They would have to lay pipes to run the crude oil to Kaduna, to refine the crude oil in Kaduna, so that it can supply them crude oil in northern Nigeria. So to them in northern Nigeria, Niger Republic is their own Niger Delta. Even if the Niger Republic doesn't have enough oil or enough capacity to expand their oil production or whatever it is, of course, Nigeria can bear the costs. Why not? They celebrated it. They said, by increasing oil production in Niger Republic from 5,000 to 20,000 crude oil, refining crude oil every day, Nigeria will be getting cheaper petrol from Niger Republic. And they celebrated it. They said, why they were doing that, they were also awarding contracts to fix your own refineries. Ladies and gentlemen, in 7 years, APC, Egbekegbe, spent over $2.5 billion to revive your refineries in Nigeria. But today, all your refineries cannot produce one tanker of petrol successfully today. Why? Because none of those money was invested in your refineries. When they failed the first 4 years, they said, what happened is that, don't worry. Yes, we haven't given you refineries, but do you know that Nigerian government is investing in a bigger refinery? What is that refinery? Dangote refinery. Dangote came out and said, I want to build the biggest refinery in Africa, but you don't get money. He went to market and said, oh, please, he went to and said, borrow me money. All over the world. They said, how much is it going to cost you to build that refinery? Dangote said $12 billion. They went to town. They couldn't raise $1 billion. But guess what? Nigeria Central Bank of Nigeria, via the NNPC, they are interested in Dangote's refinery. That's a very good investment. It is good for us. You know, we cannot build refineries. We cannot manage it. We have built refinery in Kaduna. It has produced not single 1 liter of kerosene. But people are collecting. Do you know the salary of those who are working in Kaduna refinery in Nigeria? Salary of every month, they are collecting 45 billion salary. That's how much they pay all of them. Kaduna refineries, APC, Egbekegbe, they know they produce anything else. They have their own budget. Every year, they send their budget to NNPC, 400 billion, 800 billion, Kaduna refineries. Kaduna refinery. Are you with me? So don't worry, we have another idea. Dangote is going to build it for us. That was what they sold you, Abi. Immediately after the election again, 2019. Okay, what are we going to show the people? They now brought Timipre Silva. Timipre Silva, the former thief, governor of Bayelsa, the one that they caught hiding behind the closed door. When they came for him, remember that picture? Like Olongbo, cat. He became Minister of State for Petroleum, replaced Ibeka Shuku. Some of my Biafran brothers said, Nigeria has a way of disgracing you, but Tifnubu has a way of destroying you. They said Ibeka Shuku now one kind intelligent, very smart. But the moment they join APC, Egbekegbe, you know the story. They can't bring another thief, Timipre Silva. Instead of one give project, what was his first project? He rushed down to Niger Republic. Guess what he did? He increased the production of petroleum, refining petroleum in Niger Republic. The Nigeria supply, Nigeria they pump them crude oil. So from 20,000 to 40,000. Or more constant celebration again. Hey, Nigeria production is going to be 40,000. Congratulations, Mr. Minister. God bless you. But do you want me to shock you? Even though they are taking Nigeria crude oil to go and refine in Niger Republic, Nigeria still pay them subsidy. That subsidy that you will think, should be Niger Republic is just here. they will tell you in Nigeria, the landing cost of petroleum per liter from Niger Republic is about 300 naira per liter. So if you go out there and you buy petrol for 160, 200 naira, from Niger Republic, Nigeria is also paying them extra 100 naira on your behalf. You see that robbery, Nigeria refineries can never work. Dangote has no money to complete it anymore. They have to go into central bank and say, okay, NNPC is investing 3.5 billion inside Dangote refinery so that it can finish it. And Nigeria will stop buying fuel at very, very expensive prices. Oh, Jominjo. NNPC that cannot build or maintain your refineries, right? They want to invest 3 billion or 3.5 billion in Dangote refinery because money no day to complete them anymore. But NNPC has no money. NNPC want to go and borrow money, 3.5 billion with interest, so that they can invest it in Dangote refinery. Abi? And guess who are the shareholder? These northern rogues, as usual. But that's not the only thing. Oh. Niger Republic, lucky Niger, they on behalf of Nigeria decided to also go out there and borrow another money to build rail line across the deserts that will link Niger Republic and Nigeria. But Niger doesn't have to pay a dime. Nigeria has no money. They have to go and borrow it at a given interest rate. That is not all. Then they also came out to celebrate that they are building the longest pipeline, crude oil pipeline in the history of West Africa. They are building pipeline, they are laying pipeline from Niger Delta across the desert into a refinery in Niger Republic. This time around, they want to increase the production there, okay, to over 500,000 crude oil per day. You see how lucky Niger is. Nigeria has no money. They also have to go and beg to borrow $6.5 billion at a given interest rate. Is this not crazy? You think it is crazy, Abi? It is mad. Niger Delta that have the oil, with $6 billion, they will build 2 solid refineries that will be producing not less than, that will be refining not less than 1 million barrel of crude oil every day. 6.5 billion. But under the APC, Egbekegbe, and the lucky Niger Republic, Nigeria has no money. No money. All right? But lucky Niger, they shouldn't worry. Who are the owners of all of this investment in Niger Republic? You probably will know them. Because just now, Niger Republic that just received another car gift of 1.4 billion naira. Lucky Niger. They have reciprocated the same. Not in cash, but in kind. They came out and they said, even though the Zamfaras may be living in IDP camp, even though the economy of Zamfara is completely non-existent, but Zamfara has been very good to Niger. And according to them, Matawale, the Zamfara governor, is the best governor on security in Nigeria. If you don't believe it, no, you better take it. Or if you don't get it, just forget about it. They gave them award, national award. The people that some of you are not celebrating in Nigeria, they are gods in Niger. And according to, as much as the whole world is facing serious economic problems, which they are telling you in Nigeria is the reason why you are facing what you are facing, Niger Republic, They have been smiling. Who go see the leg of a madman where you know go try and run arm? Mary do order do merit do Niger. This is the highest honor in Niger. When they took delivery of all these V8s, Toyota V8s, Land Cruisers, now 10 then supply them 10. Babaye, see, 1.4 billion or more award came out sharp. Oh. You guys are the best. This is the best. As Nigerians are groaning and crying, it's been the best time for them in Niger Republic. You know what I mean? We say to do, but they will say they honor Nigerians. But look at this image, by the way. Then you probably have an idea of the brains behind the luck of pumping of Nigeria resources into Niger Republic, even when Nigeria is drowning as we speak. You see that guy in the middle? All right. Maybe if you get it, or if you don't get it, then forget about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just same way as we have said it many times. Yeah? You cannot see the truth and pretend that you don't see them. Whether you like it or not is going to catch up with you. And that's exactly what the APC, Egbekegbe, have brought upon Nigeria. And there's no wishing it away. All right? Their minister confirmed it. And she said, well, there's a reason for why we do it. We did it. How much is 1.4 billion? You guys are overreacting. What is 1.4 billion?
Over time, Nigeria has had to support its neighbors, especially immediate neighbors, to enhance their capacity to secure their countries as it relates to us. This is not the first time that Nigeria has supported Niger, Cameroon, or Chad, and the president makes an assessment as to what is required based on the request of their presidents, and such requests are approved and the interventions are provided, is to enhance their capacity to protect their own territory as it relates to security also in Nigeria. Well, Nigerians have a right to ask questions, but also the president has a responsibility to make an assessment of what is in the best interest of the country, and I cannot question that decision myself. I have said that this is not the first time that Nigeria as a country has provided intervention to our neighbors following an assessment that it is in the best interest of Nigeria to do so.
So what is the interest of Nigeria in buying Land Cruisers? Some of them are trying to deceive you that they are not luxurious, they are not exotic cars. Omo, by 2022 Land Cruisers, Toyota Land Cruisers V8s. It has nothing to do with security or anything at all. It just, sir, we need we don't mind, sir. Can you give us some cars? We want to see if you can give us some cars. You need cars? Oh, that's not a problem. What kind of cars do you need? Anything nice, latest. So they quickly sent out a memo. The memo, which is this one, in case if they are deceiving you, that what they bought for them is security vehicles. They are not security vehicles. So look at the company that is to supply them, yeah? Read. You will see Kaura, you see Ifo Kaura Motors, Nigeria Limited, to supply 10 numbers of Toyota Land Cruiser V8 vehicles to Republic of Benin. Okay? So, no be security car or anything, no. Land Cruiser V8 as is on strike. Abi? Now, this is what they look like. This is what they bought for them. On request, helping our neighbor to fight insecurity. Are you still kind of that slow that you believe all these rogues? Now, this one, they won't take fight security, our neighbor, to help our neighbor fight. Abi? No wahala. Let me show you somebody that if to say Nigeria is a country, I don't understand Hausa, but people have already interpreted it for me. Okay, he's a soldier, and as we speak, Nigeria don't happen to ram on social media. If this one gets 10 million, or 10 million as a soldier, Nigerian soldier, do you think it will look like this?
Assalamu alaikum. Sunana DSP Musa Muhammad Adamu daga Mopoi 45 PMF Abuja. Ni dan Nasarawa State ne daga Toto Local Government. Shekara na 12 kenan a cikin wannan aikin dan sanda. Na aiki a Mopoi 37 Lokoja. Daga Lokoja an kai ni Yobe. Na aiki a Yobe, daga Yobe an kai ni Bama, can kasan Borno State. To sai last year Allah ya dawo da ni Abuja kusa da family na. To ina da Abuja da sati biyu aka posting na zuwa operation na fadan Kaduna State dinnan. To ni as a unit commander na je da yara na muka je operation a jejin Galadimawa, sai kuma sai Allah ya ja kawo tsautsayi, Allah ya kawo kaddara. A yayin da mu engage 'yan bindiga a jejin Galadimawa, forest na Galadimawa, da ya kai ga an kashe min inspector na ma guda daya. Ni kuma aka same ni da alshashi daya guda 4 a jikina. Shi na ka kawo ni asibiti a Zaria. To a treatment da aka mun a asibiti na Zaria, Kaduna State Government sun yi kokarin first treatment nawa, kuma da alkawarin za su treat nawa harin warke. To muna nan kuma bayan wata 4 an min surgery guda 2 a cikina.
They said he's a police officer, not a soldier. So that's a point of correction, okay? A police officer. And you see, when I show you things like that, yeah, I'm not showing you just him. I am actually giving you the picture of tens of thousands like him in Nigeria. Abandoned, you're on your own, Baba. They might try to take care of you initially and pretend that they want to. No. You're going to be on your own eventually. ASU on strike. And as we speak, Nigeria is broke. I mean, your Minister of Labor, Diokija Shatabandu, Chris Ngige, he said, you guys don't know what is coming. There's nothing. There is nothing. We have no idea of what is going to happen now. Nigeria is gone. He said it. He said Nigeria is broke. Central Bank of Nigeria cooking figures, telling you that you have this or that one. Or that. You don't have anything anymore. Your foreign reserve depleted beyond anything. Then you became generous too. $5 million. Taliban's in Afghanistan. $1 million is 600. Put it this way, is 700 million naira. 700 million naira times 5, 3.5 billion naira. That is how much they ferried to Afghanistan. Many of you probably didn't even know the consequences of that. Generous broke man. You know what happened? Nigeria, I mean, APC, Egbekegbe, Boko Haram gang, they have turned Nigeria to this shameless, useless personality that is so irresponsible, yeah, but he still want to claim to be the big brother, the good one, the generous one. So he doesn't have to, he can do anything to put up that show. But in this case, Nigeria is not putting up a show. One of these transgressions that comes out once in a while, They are just an idea. They are just the point. I mean, the key things you need to peep inside of what they are doing, and eventually you understand why Nigeria is what Nigeria is today. They want you to go and pray for good country, good this or good that. But you can't pray for them when they are working day and night to make that impossible. So it's going to be working in contrast. And that's exactly what Nigeria has been like, working like that. The terrorists in government of Nigeria, I don't know their intention, but I can tell you that I feel it. It is not a good one. Look around you. These guys have destroyed everything. I don't know how to describe that to you, especially if you are watching me from Nigeria right now. You have no idea. In the next couple of months, right, they will not be able to pay salaries. They have already started. Many of you have not been paid, and you're likely never going to be paid. It's going to get worse. The reason is because there is no free cash flow anymore. Inflation is at its, maybe double or triple digits as we speak. Yeah. The recession is, you are battling recession as we speak right now. Your Naira is in a free fall. Before December, with what these guys have done and what they are still doing, you are going to understand the consequences of what they have done. I mean, you would understand them. It's not good. I feel it. I can feel it. It's not. NNPC of Nigeria refused to remit any dime since January, and you are not enraged, Abi. They are still busy, right? Renegotiating all your resources with those who can give them cash. They are ready to sell anything that can turn to cash. When they turn to your foreign reserve, nobody knew, from $42 billion down to 15 billion. Alaye, $27 billion gone, and the entire country had no clue until now. And you're telling me that you have a good feeling that something is going to be. That's why some people are saying that what are they even like celebrating? I'm sorry, what are they contesting to take over? What exactly are they coming to, to do when they say they want to come and fix Nigeria? Have they even admitted and alerted the public, the people, that there is no Nigeria that is what you think it is anymore? You are about to have, for the first time, a bankrupted Nigeria, giant of Africa. Or more, you will see influx. People will be running here and there. Majority of you, I know, your hypocrisy. Some of you inherited your hypocrisy from your parents, okay? If our parents, put it that way, if our parents, if they didn't just use hypocrisy to play along, maybe me and you today, we will probably never be, we will never be fighting this same war, okay? So today, many of you are also hypocrites. You know that the situation has gone beyond anything you can even explain yourself. No matter how daft you are, no matter how dumb you are, many people can feel it that, this is not going to end well. You will come on social media, defend this terrorist government and their policies, fight everyone you can fight, and continue to shout, Iwolokon. But behind the scene, you are all looking for a way to escape. We know that, don't we? I'm coming back to something, I saw this guy's clip, and I'm like, there are many of you watching me right now defending Tifnumbu, that this is what you're actually waiting for. One day, yourself will come to love Nigeria from abroad and become, patriotic Nigerian from abroad. Abroadian Nigerian.
Buhari o. Èmi ọmọ ẹkùn àti bàbá Bọ́lá Buhari. Orí mi jẹ́ mi lálẹ́. Ọya ẹja lọ. Ọmọ ọ̀ṣẹ́ o, ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ọ̀ṣẹ́ kọ̀yọ̀ mi lóko ẹrú. Èmi.
So we know. And that is why some of you, after you go about to push your criminal politicians who have always been mortgaging your lives. It is what they do. If you don't believe it, that's the result. When you come out and then they say, hey, who else is this and that, behind the scene, you are waiting for the time that you yourself are going to jackpot. Then you turn around. When you bring all these rogues and you give them the influence over you again and again, when they are dealing with you, then you will foolishly on the same social media, you will be asking those who never contributed to your self-inflicted suffering and damnation, you'll be asking them to come back home, to come and help you clean the mess. We know all of that. As you are, because what we call that is that Dabi Mosheda. Because some of you have never experienced anything that has to do with a good life for you. You have never experienced anything that has to do with a peace of mind for you. It has always been always on the run. Always like somebody is chasing you. Something is after you. You know, everywhere, every day, you are being pressured. As they are strangulating you. You are still shouting, bah, APC, PDP. So you have never experienced anything good life. You have never experienced people speaking with free mind. You have never experienced something like that. How could this boy be talking like this? They're supposed to show this boy something. If it was in the old, if it was when our people when they still have something, they're supposed to don't curse or swear for this boy. Just run mad for 2 weeks. Because that is the word they created for you, the word of that fear. So when people remind you that you can have it better, you don't believe it. You don't. Every opportunity you have to speak out and fight it, as unboot slaves, as many of them are, they will rather embrace it, excuse it, and then support it. When that system begins to deal with them, sending them away, far away from your families, then you begin to wish those who have been speaking out to come back and face the same sufferings with you before you can admit that this is not life. And if you pay attention to detail, Nigeria is not heading anywhere good under these rules. All their actions are being scrutinized, not because many of us have any direct or anything that is going to directly impact us, which will have the direct consequences of all their actions, but we always have the indirect one, be it economy, be it security, everything they do to you. Many of us, we always have the indirect impact of that. As they say, now only the people with the thing concerned will tell you how it feels like. So we speak all the time, call your attention to this, but you turn that to you versus us. Because to you, how could these guys be so, is it because you are living abroad? Why don't you come back home and face what we are facing? Should anybody face the same sufferings you brought upon yourself before you understand that you deserve better? This time around is going to get worse. And getting worse in this case is that we know many of you who are praying for your japa and all of that, and at the same time, asking your oppressors to continue kneeling on your own necks. You remember this young lady, Ini Imoren, that young lady that got missing last year, and within 2-3 days, her body was found. And within 4-5 days or so after she disappeared, her killer was apprehended. All thanks to Twitter, FBI, CIA, intellectual, and whatever they will call themselves. They were able to track this young girl They were able to track her to her last location on a phone, which eventually produced this young guy on the left. That's Ini. Ini on the right, and Oduak Akpan on the left. Ini was a 21-year-old young girl who just was looking for a job, and she saw an advert on social media with a mobile contact that they were recruiting. Ini called that number, and then she exchanged conversation to the point that she was invited for an interview. The person at the other end is this guy on the left. It was the one running that scam. But initially, it was probably, people thought this could be a serial rapist targeting young women, raping them, and possibly, would let her go until they found Ini's body. When they found Ini's body, the investigation turned to homicide. In fact, it also attracted the suspicion of human organ harvesters. You know what I mean? So then, when Ini's body was found, how did they find this guy? It's also a very, very long story, but I'll cut it short. He didn't surrender, and he was not arrested by the police, just like that. The politicians in Akwa Ibom, who somehow, we don't know, they had contact with this guy when people were tracking his phone communications, phone calls, text messages. I'm talking about his phone because this is what they did, right? Ini contacted the mobile number that Akpan owns to run his scheme. So when they track Ini to what they suspected, when they found Ini's body, they started tracking Akpan's phone number and who were those Akpan talking to. In the process, they found that Akpan was talking to a particular number more during the period that Ini was missing. Was missing. So that number led to a politician in Akwa Ibom. Okay? So the Twitter exposed this politician. That was when they came out and said the politician had nothing to do with Ini. They don't know him. They don't know her. But when it comes to Akpan, the reason why they had phone exchange and all that was because they are related or something. So they now said Akpan is with that man that he was talking to on the phone. So they now started tracking the man's number as well. They figured out that during the time that they said Akpan was supposed to be with them, the same man was also in contact with the state, one of the police officers, maybe the DPO or state commissioner of police or something like that, interacting with them that they could come and take Akpan is with them. It's going to be at a particular location. So when they were tracking, also, moment after, Akpan texted this police officer and said, they said I should wait for you at so junction. So they went there. They took him like normal. That's why he's looking clean. Day one, when they paraded him as the suspects, then they started blackmailing the family for them to drop the case. But the Twitter FBI, they didn't take it lightly. They were exposing all different things at the time that it became an international stuff then, right? So what then happened? The family of this girl, Ini Umoren, her sister, suddenly got employment opportunity from the state government. Remember, she was looking for a job before she was killed, right? And it became a big thing that some politicians were mentioned that they were protecting this young man. So in order to cover that up, the family, the government or the politicians offered her sister a job to also silence this, but it didn't work, okay? Somehow, today, the courts found Oduak Akpan guilty of killing Ini Umoren I don't know, maybe it was at that moment when they gave that verdict that he realized that, well, this is real. Oh. Some said he is probably taking a fall for some big men in this Akwa Ibom, and they would do everything to cover it up or to, but when it became a big thing, they had to convict him. But his conviction will still have to be signed by the governor of Akwa Ibom State. And the governor of Akwa Ibom State right now is probably not going to sign that. And it can take another 5 to 7 years before anybody will probably sign that, or even if anyone signs it now, before they can carry it out. I've been told. Some are also saying should be the same state governor has this power to forgive, and pardon people. So what if he is pardoned? All of that remains speculation, because to Uduak, they go kill me, oh, so they go kill me now. That reality sets in, and he reacted this way, realizing that they are going to kill you. You raped that girl, then you killed her. From the report, they said that, from the autopsy, there was no real struggle, which means that when that young girl, Ini, when she got to that location and she realized that her life was in danger, she complied to be raped. Yeah? There was no force, but yet this young boy still killed her. So all of this today, probably just the reality, some people are saying that he couldn't have done it alone. He could just be taking a fall. When it comes to having an intercourse with the victim, yeah, that could be by himself. But killing her in what they saw as, couldn't have been done by him or by himself, right? Somehow, whether it's going to be that he's taking a fall or not, for the first time in all this while, Uduak, Akpan, feared the same poison that he served that young girl. Will they want to escape her from the warders? He won't escape.
Take your camera. My friend, will you get up from my face? Will you get up from my face? Will you stop that nonsense?
So that's him. Uduak Akpan. And I hope that will be justice for the family of Ini Imoren. And some said that they will still not stop until justice is done. I hope that serves as the beginning of their own having a closure. So the last part of what I'm going to say before I start taking calls, because I want to take some calls as well, is this. It's an update on what we are doing on the Yoruba Union. For those of us who have signed up, I want to say thank you to you. So as at this hour, before I started the broadcast, I have it on record that we now have over 3,800 of us who have signed up to be members of the Yoruba Union. Okay, so before the end of this week, we are all going to be able to see ourselves. All right, we are all going to be able to some extent even message ourselves. Then we are all going to be able to put up our own, expressions and then opinions and all of that. Put up posts Currently, you have been able to upload your own profile pictures. You've been able to upload your own cover photos, right? Now you'll be able to see others. How many of us are here, Seth? So with nearly 4,000 of us who have signed up, I want to say thank you. I was talking to somebody today and he said, Maiyegun, I went to that, I signed in today to just check if anything is up there and all. I said, no, nothing much. But like we said, they are all going to come in bits. The reason is because we want to mobilize ourselves first, okay? Before we then introduce all our programs, when we would be sure of volunteers. And he said he was talking, they've been sending it to people, I've been told. There are many of us have been sending it to people we know, sign up here, become a member and all of that stuff. So, and he was saying that he was talking to somebody in Nigeria. He said, I was talking to somebody in Ife, and I said, we need to sign up as members of this Yoruba Union, especially with the goodies and the plan that we have, which is the interest of our people as planned, to support them, indeed, in every way we can, as much as possible. So he said, sir, we are becoming so many dear now. We are over 400. He was making up a number to him. He's watching me right now, I bet. He was making up a number. And I said, sir, 400. I said, well, we are currently over 3,600. And that is going to be based on my last check. So when I checked, that means we are nearly 4,000 already. Honestly speaking, nearly 4,000 already. I've already put up the account on the Yoruba Union. But don't worry. Again, I've said it many times. It is what we do that would eventually convince those that we can call doubting Thomases, and including those who would like to compare us with so many other groups that they have seen come and gone. Yeah, we will not have to make a big show of what we are going to do. We will show everything we are doing in a big way, and then you sitting there still wondering, what is this going to be all about? How is it going to be? We will show that we can use this same social media, we can use this same World Wide Web to generate the mobilization of the genuine people, the genuine descendants of Yoruba land, home and abroad, to bring them together under one vision of we deserve better. And on this foundation, on this rock, we will build our nation. You know what that means, eh? So, and before the end of the week, we are planning to make it more interactive, see ourselves. And then after that, right, after this is done, we are going to get to that part of, the proper certification. This is why some of the ideas and projects that we are plotting and planning, yeah, I have realized that, the medium of our fundraiser for this particular project is not really going to be, taking us too legal, in my own opinion, and the opinions of those around me, okay? So what we have done is that we are going to use most of the resources we have to complete the legal setup of this Yoruba Union, as we are currently working behind the scene. Every support is still welcome because it's so important. Every penny counts this time. But when you do so this time, it's going straight into this setup and project. All right. So once we have the certification as planned, we can then go to that stage where every one of us who is a member right now, maybe by then, once we open up the interactive segment of it, yeah, and we are, let's say by then we are up to 10,000 of us. That's quite a number. Then you can voluntarily, if you want to, okay, set up a direct debit. You can set up a direct debit of $1, £1, or €1 in your own currency as every month contribution to all we might be doing for the sake and progress of Yoruba land in support, as explained. And not everybody needs to subscribe to contribute, okay? Your contribution doesn't have to be money. In fact, I am looking for the best resources, which is the human resources, you and me. we are the best resources that can make this work. I believe so strongly in it that if we have, listen to this, if we have just 1,000 of us scattered all over the world, dedicated passionately about this, making a difference, making an impact, and taking it into a different direction that we would like it to be for the sake of our own children and children's children, right? If we can get from this pool of every one of us signing up, some people are signing up right now, they don't understand what it's all about, they don't even get it yet, don't worry. So imagine when we then build beyond 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, then that is a game of number, and you begin to have a 10,000 dedicated Yoruba first stronghold. Now, this is my vision, and then once I have many of us who have the similar vision, that is the biggest and the greatest resources we need. You see, money is going to be the smallest, even though, as we speak today, some will tell you money. And we also don't want a situation, remember that, we don't want a situation whereby we will build a solid platform like this and then allow money bags, people with a different political interest, people with all these selfish backward ideologies that have been driving us mad all this while to hijack this idea. Do you know how it's going to be impossible to hijack money bag and all that? Because we are building it from the ground, okay? We are laying every brick by ourselves. In the process, we are going to have those strong, dedicated Yorubas that if you meet them anywhere, you will see that passion, you will see that dedication, you will see that clarity, you will see that understanding, you will see that fluency in what they are talking about. We want to build that. As I'm talking to you right now, it might sound like I'm just talking into the air, right? I know that those who know what this is all about are already taking up the message. 4,000 of us. How much do you think it's going to be in a week? We have not even up to a week yet. Are we? No, we are not a week yet. It means that people want this to happen. People want to own it. We will teach ourselves how to build as we have always been doing. And we are also going to be willing and ready to learn from every mistake along the way. The purpose of this is that brotherhood, sisterhood, motherhood, fatherhood. Let everybody know that if you join us, you are joining the group of fellow brothers and sisters who care so much about their brethren, brothers, sisters, family, relatives, including neighbors back in Yoruba land. Not just thinking about themselves. They're not just concerned as well. They are interested in changing the situation. How? Until you join, you probably will never have to know it. We are all going to experience this together. We are all going to build this together. And eventually, we are all going to celebrate this together. So in my own opinion, with the little resources we have left, I am spending some of them now in finalizing this whole thing. There is no time to waste anymore. All right. So I would stop there. And you can ask me questions that you might want to ask, or you also have to give me a little break. I am going to go away for a minute or two. When I get back, I'll take a few calls, contributions, and at the same time, additions and all that, okay? So thank you very much for your time. If you are still there, my friends on YouTube, you can take a minute as well to now take a break. Like that video and then share it if you haven't already, and I will be back. And also thank you to all of you who just joined the MaiyegunsDiary Politico on YouTube. We crossed that 63,000 mark last night, so thank you for making it or taking us across that mark. Now we are now looking at 64,000, maybe 100,000, wherever it is. We are not too much in a rush. As you buy the message, share them for others too. I will be back. Don't go anywhere. there.
Maiyegun, the 10-star general.
Yes, sir. Rodney of the Rodney Brothers. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm fine, thanks. I said this thing is running, and it's running wide, isn't it?
Well, we are here to witness it, Baba.
Yes, we praise God. We praise God. That's where it will begin, and that's just it. That's just the start. It's only the beginning.
Yes.
Then I just want to throw my voice inside tonight to say you're doing a great job. We thank God, and all of us are doing a great job pushing this thing further.
Bless you.
You know, and I really yesterday I really wanted to comment on the fact that the Nigerian government actually bought SUVs for Niger Republic officials. My brother, we never got
Malians are going to wish they have that same luck, or Chadians will wish they had that same luck. But in Niger, where Nigerian cousins are, they say now your cousins they there. I don't get cousin for Niger.
Now their papa cousin. Now their papa cousin.
No get cousin for Niger. Rodney.
My brother, I just want to encourage everybody to join the campaign. Let us push forward. And then I also want to remember Yorubas all over Yoruba land.
Yes.
That the terrorists are, we outnumber them. We far outnumber them. So the day Yoruba nation is declared, everybody come out to make you chop their skin, use them, do suya. That's all we talk. So
thank you,
I'm just adding my own.
God bless you. Have you signed up for your own on Yoruba Union? Because
my
suddenly
brother,
I don't know what happened though. The number just surged, especially from last night.
No, they look for. Now that thing I go look for now, where I jam the live this thing now. I never sign up for. I didn't say you know pinam.
Yeah, it's very easy now. Just yorubaunion.org. Very straightforward.
Okay, I bet.
yorubaunion.org. Yes, ORG.
As we they hang up, let other people talk. Make me go sign up.
Bless you, Baba. Go do them. So I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. The Prince.
Yeah, this is the Prince Judgment.
How are you today, Baba?
Yeah, my good general. Congratulations and congratulations to ourselves, a temple of truth and justice. You know,
yes, sir.
It's happening big. You know, it's happening. I'm very, very happy for this great platform. You see, everyone on this platform is really working hard, and they're always out whenever the call is made.
That's
which is fantastic.
Thanks, man.
You know, I greet everyone on this platform. I say, God will bless all of you, honestly.
Amen.
Everyone, God will bless everyone for their support, for their encouragement. And I thank God you are doing a great job. You know, for 4,000 under 1 week shows that you are doing a great job, honestly, Maiyegun. To be honest,
it's like people are interested, or because I'm not going to say people just want to do it and see what's going to happen, but they are signing up. I mean, they are signing up. They are taking their time to go there and type and then put all that there. I have all the record, yeah, Baba. They are just not details I can share public like I do all the time. You know, like, oh yeah, see you. But from from our plan, everybody will get to know how many of us are actually on there. Once you remember, you will see that almost 11,000, 21,000. And not just that, we will soon begin to interact with ourselves. All these things we are doing right now, we'll be doing them on our own platform. And there's more until they happen.
Wow, that's lovely. That's lovely. Yeah, Maiyegun, tonight, we thank God. You know, the topic is great as usual. You know, it's only in Nigeria you will see somebody will go and you're a beggar. You know, a beggar will go and bring dog and put in his house and be training a dog. Somebody who is a beggar that is very hungry. You know, you go and bring dog and put in your house. What will happen? You understand me? Yeah, you see, the Fulani in Janjaweed, the Boko Haram terrorists that are in Asoro and the Mietiala in the bush. What they are doing is unbelievable. What is the contribution? What you ask yourself, everybody will ask themselves, what is the contribution of Fulani to Nigeria? Last time they asked them what is their contribution in technology, they say it's Kilishi. Can you imagine? They say that Kilishi is their contribution
Nigeria is now exporting Kilishi.
Exporting Kilishi in 30 years of being Minister of Technology.
He said in my ministry, we have been able to train people how to make Kilishi and at the same time to also export them all more a week.
It is unbelievable. So you see, the two things that Fulani is contributing to the economy of Nigeria is Kilishi and terrorism.
And if you talk about it, Baba, you go pay 5 million. No. In my video, in that my introductory music, yeah, I said that if we talk now 500,000 naira, Baba, now 5 million, no. Don't be 500, no, times 10, no.
You know what will happen, Maiyegun?
Tell us.
I want to repeat this again. Let everyone know if what is happening. We show you completely that there's nobody that is in charge there as president in Aso Rock. Fulani are the cabal that is running Nigeria as of this moment. Buhari is dead. The person there is an impostor, as Nnamdi Kanu said. This is the only reason why they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, because he wants to expose that top secret. That top secret. Nigerian people do not want to take the advantage. This is what they should have hold. If everybody hold this, they will hold Fulani neck.
I mean, why would anybody say they love a country, right, from Nigeria, and they have the chance of being in charge, and their people and all of that? Why would they do this to Nigeria? Do you know they've wrecked that place so badly, Prince? I don't even know how to explain it to people. Honestly,
our
to
children,
the point that when you start talking, they will think you are wishing them evil. I don't know how to explain it.
No, they are completely mad with foolishness. Our children are out of school for good 6 months. The lecturer you can't pay them. The children now, most of them have turned into crime. Most of them have turned into crime.
Yes.
All the young ladies, most of them are now into hookup, into runs. Girls and runs women. That's what most of them have turned into because of this recklessness of the Janjaweed. And if a president is there, can he go and take 1.4 billion and go and buy vehicle for another country?
And you still have job. And you still have your job. Like how?
I still have your job. You are there, and you say people cannot talk. You understand? This is the reason why they use nepotism to saturate all parts of Nigeria to make sure that nobody will make him. That's the reason. It's because of the death of Buhari. That's the reason why they use that nepotism, endemic one that Nigeria has never seen before.
Never witnessed before, ever.
It is only one time one will be born and the next one is to die.
That's true.
You understand? We cannot keep quiet. If we keep quiet, they will kill all of us. They will kill all of us.
We are not just only speaking out, we are acting too. Because nobody's going to be saying, we just talk anymore. Action time. Nobody just
exactly.
I tell you.
As you said the other time, Maiyegun, my Yoruba nation brothers, all they need is to get ready to defend yourself.
We are ready.
You understand? Because the other day you are showing this guy, Asari Dokubo. I know his pipeline guy. If he's not a pipeline guy, he cannot expose all those things that he's exposing. Are you getting me? But notwithstanding, I know what you are trying to narrate then.
Yes.
You understand? We Biafrans already are now in the bush defending their fatherland.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
And they cannot subdue us because we can never surrender. No. We can never surrender our life. We can never surrender our land.
Do you know something?
You understand? So
you know something?
Yeah?
Very soon.
Yeah.
Right? Very soon. Most of those who have been politically correct as well, they will stop being so. Ondo State governor already said they are going to have to buy guns for their people and allow them to also carry guns. In Benue State.
Sure.
In Benue State. You remember that one that said they should go and use anything to fight the terrorists. Autumn changed it now. He said you are free to carry AK-47. In Benue State now, they're about to to legalize that, right?
Lovely.
And in this Zamfara that we are talking about, in this Zamfara that we are, which is the another headquarters of this terrorism, they've already legalized carrying AK-47. So it's a matter of time, Baba. We should just position ourselves and not just talk. So we will get there.
I'm telling you, that's the right thing to do because you cannot stay in your house. Somebody from Niger will just come and kill somebody in Yoruba land. Is the person mad? Somebody from Niger will come and kill somebody in Biafra land, and they will tell you to accommodate him as their brother. Is it not madness? No. It's madness now. I get me.
How could you get used to people who come to kill you for no reasons, and they can't even spare or explain why they have to kill you and whatever you have done?
Let everybody hold their neck. Buhari is dead, and he's dead.
See, in that BBC documentary, Prince, in that BBC documentary, the Fulanis that they interviewed, who have also been the victims of that retaliatory clashes from Hausas, said that they know that Buhari has destroyed the image of the Fulanis in Nigeria today. Because despite all the, we have Fulani Nigerians now. We know be small picking now, Prince.
Yes,
of them had the audacity to say they won't overrun us since we don't grow up. You get that now? They no try them.
That's true.
So you get.
No,
so those ones we can give gun to come they kill us, do all of these things. Initially, those who are Fulani Nigerians, they were defending them because they felt like. But today they have confessed it in that BBC interview. They said Buhari has destroyed them. He's destroyed everything. That they don't even know how it's going to be like now outside. When Buhari is no longer there, because the Hausas are saying they will kill Fulani. They will kill Fulani. They are not hiding it. Go and watch that documentary, Prince. Like it's there. It's an open war now as we are talking. Maybe all of us in the south are saying we no go agree. All of them be the same and the same. For not right now,
That's so. And so, say now they cannot tell them, They carry soldier come for Yoruba land. They will carry soldier come for East, to keep people down, not to react when the terrorists are killing them. Now they cannot tell them that all the things that they are doing, Nigeria army that is not enough, that they are carrying to the south. Time will come. These people will take over the north. When the army that remain will rush to go back, they let them go defend their land. They will have no land to defend.
There will be none.
To enter. There will be none.
Do you know why that prophecy is true? It is true right now. I'll tell you. Do you know that those who are flexing their muscles as the owners of Nigeria in Abuja, as we speak, majority of them, they can no longer visit their constituency, their villages, their communities as we speak. Babangida, Abdulsalami, Abubakar, they have been restricted to Mina. None of them, they no bond them to say, oh, my village is, Mina is like capital of Niger State, Abi. It's just like saying, I'm living in Oka, the capital of Anambra. Sure you get. But you are not from Oka. You are from somewhere else in Anambra. That's what it is for some of them. Majority of them can no longer go back to their places anymore. That's why they want to hold on to that Nigeria. Abuja and every city capital, capital city in Nigeria. It's catching up with them. The Prince.
In conclusion, if you plant terrorism as a race, you will reap terrorism at the end. You can never plant rice and you expect to reap cassava.
No, that's not going to happen. No.
Yeah, whatever you sow, whatever a man soweth in this world, the person must surely reap it. Fulani will never survive. They never survive this terrorism that they brought upon Nigeria. They can't survive it.
It is scary.
It will consume them. It will consume them. They brought it upon themselves. They cannot regret it because what they brought upon others, what they are wishing others. So if you come back to them, more blessing to them with terrorism. That's what we say to them.
Thank you very much for stopping by tonight, Baba. You have a good one. Cheers, man. So we'll take another one. I think I have. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma.
Well done, Maiyegun. Maiyegun, well done. I can't overemphasize enough over what you've been doing for our dear Yoruba nation.
Thanks.
But we're not land try, and pull weight to work. Anyway,
yes,
then Mokola mo fe try láti, that or issue 1.4 billion naira. All of your motor fan wara Niger. And nǹkan tèmi rí ńbẹ̀ ni pé òwe ni fún àwa Yorùbá. You understand? Because Buhari is being a nationalist at the end of the day. Ìlú tó identify pẹ̀lú nìyẹn. Ó ti sọrí. Ó ní Niger nípa àwọn cousins àwọn ni. Ruler Niger náà ti wá sí Nàìjíríà. Ó ti sọ pé kí Niger ready láti become the 37th state of Nigeria. Òwe ló ń pa fáwọn ará Yorùbá wa, àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá, òwe ló ń pa fún wọn. He's been a nationalist. Àwọn Yorùbá tí wá ní kán dìde, kán jẹ́ kó rí wọn pé àwọn saboteurs. Àwọn ní kán jẹ́ kó rí wọn pé ó ń kó lọ sí ìlú ẹ̀, ó lọ sí tọ́jú ìlú ẹ̀. Yes, kán máa dàdọ́rùn mọ́ títọ́. Àwọn tó ń support back. Àwọn tó support anybody tó bá ń support election in Nigeria at this time tí ó máa call open referendum at least.
I mean, can you want
Ọlọ́run má ṣe wọ́n ládọ́rùn mọ́
títọ́. Yeah, to be honest, right? Election time lawa. Politicians will say anything and everything, right? How could the people to suffer through gbogbo kini? Everybody, we are not blind. It's just that
that's what
different meanings. I get. I marry different meaning to things, but these things are happening now. If you are able to see clearly,
that is what baffles me.
Yeah.
Ojuwanri, I was on a space from about a week ago. What other evidence do you people want? Evidence will let you say.
Like
terrorists ní Operation Safe Corridor. One activist, one jail one. On power on the southeast. Tí ara yín.
They are destroying your propaganda to build another one.
They are destroying your economy to build another one. What other evidence do you want?
I show you, Ama. That is
why he's being a nationalist.
I know. We will have to do our part as well to make sure that we are not just complaining as usual. We will make a difference. I strongly believe that. I do. Yoruba nation here and there, right? They shouldn't stop. No matter what it looks like to other people out there, nobody should relax it. Nobody should stop it. You should just continue firing because you may not know the psychological effect that is playing on our people positively yet. So nobody should stop. If not,
I understand.
But thank you so much.
Well done, Maiyegun. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, ma. So, my last caller, who happened to
hello.
Hello, sir. 1 second, sir. So, one moment, please. She was practically clear. She said all these things happening, okay, you might make things up yourself to make up an alternative reality or whatever it is. They are sending us a message, and especially the Yorubas. Buhari is a nationalist. He's said it many times, and even their own rulers came to Nigeria to say they are willing to become the 37th state of Nigeria. But if you're not seeing the destruction this is right now, even impact on yourself, right? That is somebody who only realized the truth when they are dead. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello,
My
sir.
own contribution
Yes,
is to just add to the last caller. You know, Maiyegun, let's look at this thing from another perspective.
I'm following
Do
you,
you
sir.
really think, pardon? Do you really think these terrorists will allow anybody to take government from them?
They would fight it. And as we see today, they are in control. So to answer your question, sir, I am going to say no. Because there are many ways they can keep the power. And I know all of them are already on the table. So, yeah, I'm going to say no.
No. So that election that people are crying is just a distraction. I'm telling you. Because we shouldn't be thinking like we have government now that will conduct election for us. Nigeria is void now. You understand? So if we keep our hands folded, looking for transition through election, it's a foul thing. We need to think ahead and act ahead before it will be too late. Honestly, these are terrorists. Honestly, these are terrorists. So whatever we can do.
Do you know what breaks? Do you know what kind of a break my heart is this? When I see people, sir, who are rooting for these people that they will save Nigeria, and I figure out that none of them has actually clearly explained how they are going to tackle this terrorism.
Yes.
None of them.
None of them. So that really proved to us like those people they are after money for their pockets.
And they are
not to be there for anybody. I don't know why our people are still sleeping. You know, election will not solve nothing.
No, it's not. It's not. Because some people don't know that. Some people don't know that you go and get PVC. Yeah, you go and get PVC, and then you go to the polling unit to go and vote. It's not going to end your end your misery, right? Because you see, the process that produced those ones they ask you to go and choose is the faulty one, the rigged one, and it is actually the one that decides your leadership in that country. And the process that produces them, we all know, is so dirty, is so bloody, and it is so backward. How dare people then feel like when I get PVC, I choose between this one and that one? What about the process that produced them?
Oh my God. It's just distraction. Because now, if we know our rights, we stand for it. That is when people will say, okay, let us dialogue. But now it seems we don't know our rights.
And we are not united. And they were never going to propose any dialogue. No wonder they are shooting us and killing us and even threatening us to try anything. Because we are not united.
Anyway, I don't know what we can do.
No, we are doing something, sir. Don't say that again, because now we know what to do. All of us have a lot to do now, and we cannot do it individually.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So we are not waiting for anybody to do it for us anymore.
I've just signed the union. I think
I joined us as well. Now you will realize that you have a role to play, sir. Every one of us will play a part.
What I'm saying, listen, what I'm saying, because these people, they really know what they are doing.
They do.
And there is no time. There is no time. So what can we do as quick? That's my thinking. Maybe I'm just feeling like this for nothing, but that is my feeling.
It is right if you feel that way, sir. But you know why I kind of feel better myself is that in the next couple of weeks, we will likely no longer be asking, what are we going to do if we do what we plan to do? Okay, sir. So I get where you're coming from. Hopefully, and hopefully we'll be able to no longer say, what are we going to do? But we'll now begin to say, what have we done?
This is what we're doing. Yeah. So
what
this is what we're doing.
That time we can say, oh, we've done that. Oh, then what are you doing? We are doing this.
Doing that thing,
yes, sir.
to challenge this terrorism.
We are going to. That's what we are going to. We just want to be nice on camera this way, because that's the best way to that's the best way to remain civil. Okay, let's be nice on camera. But we're going to do something, and that's something we'll do. Yes, sir. That's something we're going to do. We report itself.
Yes. So anyway, we're in support.
Thank you.
So let me leave this line for another person.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice you have a good one, eh?
All
right, sir. So yeah, I believe that we are getting to a stage where we should no longer be saying what should we do. This time around, we are going to get to a point where we're going to have to say, what are we doing? And as we speak right now, this is something we are doing as well. You may not really see much of it, but it's actually so valuable. Okay. Hello there.
Yeah, one name.
Kedu called
Adema.
My brother. How are you today, Sita? Sir?
Yeah. Let me quickly make use of my time. But I've been watching since the past 3 days without making any comment. But let me start with the issue of caliphate, which you can link to whatever things that the J Republic people are getting from Nigeria. Let me state it carefully here.
So,
the contraption of Nigeria is running a 37 states and not 36 states, including Niger Republic. For a president who was elected into office, that wasn't an election, everybody knows, but was elected. When they asked him a question as regards to why would Nigeria pay for the railway project to Maradi, we saw his response. His response was because the moderator, the person that was asking him that question, is from Southwest, and he now said, the way the Yorubas, they have people in Benin Republic. They are cousins. Are they not their cousins? That they them himself too. That people from Niger Republic are his cousins.
That's right. I'm gonna sit. I think I have that clip just for the context sake. I don't know if it's still the right one or not, but just 1 second, okay? Listen.
You people in 1885, they sat down with ruler and pencil and draw lines. I say, I have first cousins in Niger. There are Kanudis, there are Hausas, there are Fulanis in Niger Republic. Just as there are Yorubas in Benin, the Hobel and so on. You can't absolutely cut them off. But the rail, look at
Osita. That's they're talking about there are this, there are that, there are this or that. That's why the rail have to go to Maradi. So continue, sir.
So now you had the Minister of Finance, the woman saying that Nigerians have the right to complain, right?
She said,
but at the same time, the president has his own.
He will have his way
power
because he's the president.
Because it's the president. But I'm now asking a question: Is there a rule? Is there a rule of law? Is it that we do not have the constitution whereby the president is being checkmate? He doesn't have the total power. But here, a minister of a republic is now saying that the president has the power. He doesn't have the ultimate power. So that means you're still telling us that we are under a military junta or a junta. That is still what we are under. That this is not democracy. Because if it is democracy, whosoever that is the president will understand that they brought him there to serve. The president does not rule. He only serves the people.
As he should be.
He is the spokesman of the people. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the caliphate that they built from Sokoto did not work. So now the caliphate, the new caliphate is going to be built from Niger Republic. We are all looking at this thing. If we do not act, I tell you one day they will tell you that they are going to make referendum that the people of Niger Republic wants to join Nigeria. I am telling you the gospel truth. Because everything, I am not the first person to talk about something that is going to happen in Nigeria. A lot of people have spoken and spoken and spoken since the past 60 years. And people are not listening. And people are not listening. Because they are not listening, they cannot act. The reason we are still like this is because we are not listening. Everybody goes about their normal acting, like in Lagos, everybody goes their normal Agbero way. In the East, everybody goes and move on. Everybody goes about their trading business and move on. But I'm telling you what is about to come. So
we just have to live with it too. Abi,
yes. So in this particular setting, the way everything is going.
Well, isn't it a crime? I mean, for a country, right? They talk about patriotism, okay? Isn't it a crime, conflict of interest, when the government, they are not diverting the resources of a country to another country for the sake of a bilateral agreement, but rather to fund their government, to fund their politics, because according to them, they are entitled to it because of their link to Nigeria. Because there's no border between Nigeria and Niger. They are also coming to Nigeria to vote in Nigeria election. Now, is that not a crime against a treasonable crime for those who are perpetrating that from northern Nigeria against Nigeria? Is that not a crime that could make people who can prove it out and say, Omo, these people should be jailed for what they are doing? Like, is it not a crime? Osita, shouldn't it be a crime?
Now, let's digest it this way.
Okay.
Is it a crime that a country went and borrowed money, $1.8 billion thereabout, for railway projects that has nothing to do with the inland Nigeria? That it is only from the northern part of Nigeria to the Niger Republic. Was anyone done in the southern part of Nigeria? No. That particular money they went and get, the one Amici talked about. So, if we are not seeing it, it is a questionable issue. We should rise to ask questions. If what we are operating is either Nigeria, Niger Republic contraption, or is it that we are what we are dealing with is Nigeria?
What are we into? Go. What is going on?
What are we into? Because the way it is, they know that the population in the southern part of Nigeria is small. They need to collude with another foreign nation, which is Niger Republic, to get whatever they want to do. You saw the minister, he said, oh, it is not today that Nigeria has been rendering assistance.
I said it earlier. I said they have been doing it. You know another thing, they are economically sabotaging Nigeria, which is also a crime. Okay? They are economically sabotaging Nigeria to go and build their own empire in Niger using Nigeria money. Is that not a crime?
it is not just a crime, that is evil.
Because
so now we have look at Nigeria. Children are not going to school.
No.
Children are not going to school. The people in Niger Republic are going to school.
They are.
But they tell you that they have the same Boko Haram issue. It's a lie. All these things they keep telling us is a lie. They tell you that that it is what is happening in Libya that is causing the problem. What has Libya got? Have you seen any Boko Haram person that is an Arab, a pure Arab that's the member of Boko Haram?
No.
And who is giving us all these things? We should ask questions. How are the guns coming into Nigeria? We are not asking questions.
If they are terrorists from Libya, how did they pass all those countries and they ended up in Nigeria? How did they pass those borders of those countries? So, if they are not those them and saying, where are you going? Nigeria. Go. Save John, best business.
Yeah.
So
which brings me to the question I have always asked in this program.
Yeah.
How are we sure that these people are going to conduct election? My brother, from what I see,
yeah. Before you say what you see, right? I have noticed something that is trending now, right? Even APC politicians, PDP politicians, when they write about 2023, they are beginning to use this verb, I'll be waiting, adjective, I'll be waiting. If the election holds, this is what, if the election is conducted, they are beginning to use if, which is probability, right? They will say under probability, maybe or maybe not. Abi, continue, Sita. You have your findings too.
So now I'll keep asking that question. From what I have seen, I do not need a soothsayer to tell me. There is not going to be an election in that country.
There are so many pointers to
if the Fulani man comes out and tells you that politics is a game of numbers, then they will come out and still tell you that because of everywhere in Nigeria is not secured, violence everywhere, that this is not the time to hold election.
And they will be
this
right.
Is there in there. Yes, and it's there legally in their constitution.
Yeah. No matter how mad everybody is, no matter how crazy you want to be, it is there. Now then you go understand.
Yes, and if it is there in their constitution.
Buhari. Go on, sir.
Yeah, exactly. If it is there in their constitution, then how are we going to ask the question, no, that the election must hold? My brother, I won't lie to you. There is no election that is going to go on in that country.
We'll see.
Everybody is just deceiving themselves. Everybody. Because, like you said, formally, if they want to do all these things, they want to make all these payments, they help themselves in Niger Republic. They don't tell us. But this one, they didn't do it as a secret. This is not secret. It is an open thing.
Like you are openly sabotaging the economy of your country, openly sabotaging the security of your country. How is that not a crime? That's one thing I am still struggling to deal with, especially for those who claim to be educated.
I was discussing with my cousin yesterday. When that program was going on, I was discussing with him when you were doing your program yesterday. I was discussing with him. He said to me that maybe if they get this their Niger Republic, they feel that the Nigerian economy has been bastardized. We don't even have a refinery. Then maybe they can sit back and say, that they want to divide. But I said, I don't think so. Because if you are thinking like that, you are giving them chance to prolong this thing. It is that time for us to come out and ask questions. But I'm telling you the gospel truth. I know that they are watching your program.
Yeah.
But I am telling you one gospel truth, my brother.
Yep.
Whatever they bring on, we will take them by surprise. We are ready. Whatever they bring on, because they want to bring in war. They want to bring on war. But whatever they bring on, we are ready.
That's right.
That is something
it's not going to be a walkover. They should be assured of that. Nothing of that is going to be a walkover.
Be assured of that.
Osita, let me take another one. It's been a pleasure. You have a good
1966, yes, in 1966, it was only the Biafrans that they dealt with. But this time,
they are dealing with all the indigenous. And let's see how it's going to be like. Osita, thank you so much. I enjoyed talking to Osita. If you see anybody causing nuisance in the comment section, You can let me know. I don't want anybody to disturb you, so to say, okay? Here we go. Hello there.
Brother,
Sir.
good evening.
Good evening, sir.
The house. I congratulate every Yoruba union.
We thank you
for our congratulations to every Yoruba union, and congratulations to every Biafran.
Congrats. That is
yeah, brother.
Baba, you are welcome.
It's JG.
I know it's JG.
Let me tell you something.
I thought you wanted to add something there, and I didn't want to say it out of
context. Yeah.
Baba, how are you?
You know, there's something going on that people don't pay attention to. I will start globally and come down to Nigeria.
Go on.
In 1945, after the Second World War was dying, fading away, you will see that the West running on bankruptcy.
That's true.
Now, from that 1945, some things were happening. That was when the Africans began to get their independence.
I remember too. At least I read about that. That the colony was going. That
was when
UK British Empire was going bankrupt because the empires were gaining independence. Then, go on.
No, not only Britain. All the Westerns were already bankrupt, and that is a sign. Then when you get to by the end of 1960, 90 something, a lot of countries in Africa began to get their independence. Now, there's a shift, a replica of the same history that is happening since about 4 or 5 years ago now, if I'm not lying, from Burkina Faso to Mali, down to Cameroon. If you follow what I'm lining up,
right
now Nigeria, there's some shift that is going on here, and the Westerns already have a diversion of focus.
Right, to further delay it, even though they predicted it anyway.
Yes, there's a diversion of focus in the West now, which is the war going on in Ukraine.
Right.
And if you look at it, there's something that is about to unfold again, which is Serbia, Montenegro. I don't know if anybody paying attention. China, America. Nobody knows what can happen in that place.
Tension rose a few days ago, especially yesterday, because of Pelosi's visit to Taiwan.
It's not down yet. Nobody knows the discussion, the reason why something is going on that way. Now, what I want to bring out in all this my analysis is that if we push harder, whatever we want as a freedom from Nigeria, we might actually get it.
So under probability, especially under these current circumstances, I want something more solid than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean now? Like
no, brother.
Even get it.
Brother, you know, it
won't have assurance.
Yes.
But I get what you mean.
Yeah, we definitely, it's sign. Every sign of this present situation.
Right.
Showing the indication that this is the indication that we get it.
I believe.
If you look at the mood of British government, they've already been saying that the way Nigeria is going, like there will be no election.
Because the intel is so obvious anyway. Some people just want to wish that it won't be like that. Or me, well, you see?
No. The reason why I have to bring this out is for the listeners to understand that the sign, what is the present situation of today, shows that Nigeria will break without the interference of anybody. Because why? Even the creator, which is British and the West, who the Fulani take their advantage to punish the other ethnics in Nigeria are already having a weakened hand towards that unity. That will show you that something is about to happen.
They are also worried that, if Nigeria problem is not well managed, there's going to be serious problems, and there's going to be serious influx of refugees into different African countries. And if that should happen, no. Like say one dam just break.
No, that one will never happen. No, brother. They know. With the nature of, with the current situation of Nigeria, of Yoruba, even in the whole Nigeria, there might be riots.
JJ, have you seen the number of Yorubas and Yoruba nation promoters in London alone, or more? Even UK government can't deny us when they see us in that London. Have you seen that number before?
I've been there now. I'm part of it. I'm part of it. It's just not.
Go on, JJ.
So now, when you see all this situation going on, you will know that it's like they have told Fulani, that they have told Buhari that Nigeria is going to break. That is why they are looting in another dimension.
Never seen before.
Oh my goodness. And part of the looting is all this kidnapping and claim that government should come and bail them, and government will pay the money, and they keep it away. They can't take it away. It's a looting in another dimension. Now, let's come to home. Who will be the next president that will not eliminate all this present administration? Everybody in this present administration. There's no next president that can come to that place that will not probe them. And now, they've moved to the state that even they themselves, they know that if we eventually give this government to anybody, brother, they cannot trust. They cannot trust.
Another one that people were telling me, JJ, another one that normal, I know they think like that, right? But when somebody told me, I said, on your behalf, I'm saying God forbid. He said, look at Kolu. He's not well. He's not fine. He's going to spend most of his time in the hospital, getting cared and all of that. And then the same way, Photoshop and all that. But let's assume that something happened to Kolu. Who is going to be the president of Nigeria? Shetima. Omo, run. When Nigeria come under Shetima.
Brother.
How would anybody do that?
Brother.
Baba, go on.
Brother, it won't even happen. Forget. Because you know why? You know why I can assure you 100%. This is not a prediction or whatever. By reality. Now, do you want to tell me they want to give government to Tinubu? Somebody who betrayed his own brother. Fulani is not stupid, though. They are not that, too. You don't know their parable. They tell the one who betrayed his brother, never trust the one who betrayed his brother. Because he might betray you at that. Oh my goodness. Now, there's another news going on about this thing. I don't know, maybe it's true or not true, that they should shut down the social media.
Are you saying it's true or not true? Like say you are not here. It's true now. They have always been working around it now. And if it has to happen,
they say Google should shut down everything. They should shut down Yoruba Nation.
Oh, okay. You mean social media handles of Yoruba Nation and all that, eh?
Yes.
Well, do you want me to tell you something, JJ?
Yeah, brother.
Do you want me to tell you it is not true? It's a lie. Part of all those propaganda out there. But there's something that is true. All right? And that thing that is true is that as we speak, it's not something they are just making an announcement of. They have done everything to manage platforms that speak about Biafra, manage their reach, manage their coverage, and every other thing like that without removing them completely. Okay? They have control all of that. There are some things you will comment on social media. Okay? They have flagged them. They can get you suspended. All of these are to control the reach. Okay? If anybody tells you that,
not only did that, and they already infiltrated them with Obi.
I don't know about that. Listen, Baba, There are many people.
Brother,
There are many people working for Facebook, working for all these guys, right? The way they work.
No. The Facebook one is okay, but this and infiltrator among the Igbos, because before don't forget that 2 weeks before he declared, he came to London. Yeah. It's either when he went back, somebody made the call that you should go and see them in Downing Street. Somebody which is in our backyard, who is complaining now that this is expensive. These are the things that they use. This is how intelligence work, brother. This is an intelligent matter. Right. Put people in, even among the culture, among the dance, among the hip hop, you can see all those build up towards that. But still yet, it's not manageable as they want it. So all these things, brother, Nigeria will break. But I don't know how soon it will be. And I don't want anybody to relent because the sign is already there that this country will break. Brother, let me give others a chance.
You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to take another one now. Hello there.
Good evening, Maiyegun, also
how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. I swear, to be honest to you, this situation of this 1.something billion, very ridiculous amount of money, it they make my head crack since like 2-3 days. Why? Exactly because, you know, that thing was not meant for the public.
It wasn't.
It was a leaked information. They leak on me. One guy leaked
and do you know that
right?
They wouldn't have reacted, right? Sahara reporters.
They wouldn't have reacted.
Hang on, no. Sahara
so now count how. Yeah. Now count how much more.
Go on. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah. Now count how much more that have been going on that ground, on that G where they collect oil for free, they collect it. Now we heard about the car zone. So wherever it be, you be my neighbor. Yeah. Or you get a neighbor, a very poor neighbor, right? And you no get fan. You can't go buy AC for your neighbor. The AC where you can't buy for your neighbor, now even this Samsung where they kill mosquito. Because those cars are bulletproof, bro. Exactly. So now, and you have situations, I'm not even talking about insecurity, because that one is government made. And they are funding it. They tell us we release. Nobody is monitoring it. Nobody knows when the money gets there. Nobody knows what they used to buy. Nobody knows how our soldier with their shoes on the pilot record. Now those ones won't go fight the way they are more. I mean, that the few guys that they just released. People in new weapons to Nigerian soldiers. So what are we talking about? Then you have your ASU strike, and they keep telling us the students have to do. You know, we need to keep our school informed. We are having brain drain. Students are not in school. The ones who supposed even they do crypto, they do FX, they don't ban them. Nothing. You know, all these guys are just redundant and useless on the strength of Nigeria. So now, day in, day out, my greatest annoyance, to be honest to you, is why would you now carry such a huge amount of money, export it to Japan, when you have innocent motors? Samsung gets it for 2.4 engine, 2.0. Only 1.2. Why would you go and buy 2022 Toyota? Car is bad, and a badass car. Badass, this will not be Sherry can bear.
Honestly.
I'm telling you, this car, when they go buy them, know they okay, jam and get their own spec, but you know the street of Germany as me and you they talk now, right? So the fact of the matter is like, why didn't they make the money still circulate inside the same country? Give it to innocent mortals.
Clemo, to say all those diverted resources to the Niger Republic. Why would they sabotage Nigeria? That Nigeria cannot, that Nigeria cannot maintain a refinery, but Nigeria money can expand refineries in the Niger Republic. Is that not a crime? I keep asking myself, that's the question I ask myself. See, if they are probing somebody, politicians, right? And they found out that they have linked to Niger Republic, and in the process, they have used their public office, right? To curry to curry favor for Niger Republic in place of Nigeria. In 1985, Buhari voted against Nigeria for the Shia, or the Secretary General of African Union, AU, then, right? So that's a crime. So if we now probe these guys who sabotaged Nigeria economy, okay, and they diverted the same money to Niger Republic to the point that they have to go and borrow 6.5 billion at exorbitant interest to lay pipeline from Niger Delta to Niger Republic. Like, these are questions I ask myself, that are those not crimes punishable by death against Nigeria when we are talking about patriotism, if there is anything like that? Those are questions I ask myself, Lemo. Sabotaging Nigeria, economy, no job, no nothing, but Niger Republic is expanding, creating jobs with Nigeria money. Please help me make that sense.
You know the funny, it makes a lot of sense, because if you think about it, Niger right now, the kind of houses they did not have 4 years ago built inside Niger is now in place. There was an analyst who talked about this. It wasn't on that makeshift transport minister, or what was he doing at that time? That consulted that road. Don't forget, there's this direct pipeline, which one Abuki guy analyzed on TV, recorded, moving from the riverside, the oil producing area, directly to Niger. So what logo for an Maradi then the Tazos? Maradi, are we? I mean, Nigeria. And the most funniest thing is, like, all the senators running around, we give you 6 weeks for impeachment, we do this one for, where were they the whole time? Was it not the same thing as to get 2 weeks at this moment of the day till now? The most pressing issue, 5 months running, all closed schools are closed. Alumni from the Yankee, when you are University of Ibadan alumni, donated $1 million. Baba?
Let me shock you one thing.
Yes, sir.
Let me shock you one thing. They are willing to borrow money every now and then. ASU is asking for 200 billion, or they should let them be kind of a source for funding themselves, which means that people, they can charge all their students any amount they want to charge to maintain their school, or source for funding anywhere. Now, $200 billion, right? If Nigeria, out of all these 7 years, if Nigeria is borrowing, for example, among all the money they have borrowed and squandered, if they care for those students and their futures and their future, if Nigeria borrowed 1 billion every 3 years, right? ASU will never go on strike any day for the. Meanwhile, in fact, why am I saying borrowing? I don't even know why I'm talking about borrowing. If NNPC, from the money they are making from the crude oil, if they are remitting them, if they just
regularly, it's enough to fund schools.
And if they put aside $500 million for education in Nigeria every year, right? Honestly speaking, all the students will be in school, all the lecturers will be getting their pay, and everything will not be as worse as it is today. But you know one thing, one single man stole 180 billion. His name is, he's the accountant general of Nigeria then. Remember?
Exactly, true. Yeah, I remember.
They don't care. Nobody cares. But the students are fighting for them, or defending them on social media, rooting for them, putting out their pieces to promote them. But I don't understand, though.
Along the PVC, youths are the highest number of people who have collected their PVCs now in Nigeria. It amounts to almost 80% of Nigerians, the youths, who are supposed to be the ones who go open wide. So, baby, after 62 years, I don't promise my papa. Now my generation don't come again and see the same thing. Because your vote doesn't count. Forget it. After how many years? These are just like they paint a new person. Peter Obi. Before Peter Obi was known Nnamdi Kanu, we won't be Biafra. Suddenly the one angel just come, believe, and printed himself in white. And I mean, this situation is getting out of hand. It has already gotten out of hand. And sometimes if I follow my co-workers, they talk about this thing, they will tell me Nigerians in blood. That means Nigerians are stupid. And it's not a lie. Nigerians, we are smart individually, but as a group, collectively, we are stupid. And what does this? When you have professors, Professor Femi Falana will come out in NLC demonstration. and tell you we want this, we want to, and you are a law, this thing. And you see all these things going on, you can't even revolt against it. So who is supposed to be with us want to be president. You want to understand, so they move on now, you know, say, so go ahead. I'm not being I'm sorry again.
Showore is my man, right? And you can see
I like him as well.
Something, right?
But you need to, you need to
you know, Showore is my friend, and I keep, everybody can tell that I actually love Showore, okay? Especially simply
I love him too, as a matter of fact.
The time. You see, when it comes to this old charade, people were asking me, Maiyegun, why are you not even talking about Showore and all of that? I said, because I don't believe in what he's doing. And I can't pretend, right? It doesn't mean that I can't have Showore to come and talk. But he knows. I privately have reached out. I've done what I can do to support and help and all that. But I don't believe in what he's doing. If they talk about people who get the best idea on how to fix Nigeria, now Showore get them all. But to us here, it's not appealing to us because we know his intention is to fix and keep Nigeria. And keeping Nigeria is against my existence. So not this way.
Exactly.
But I will never
I
will never condemn him. I will never criticize him and all of that.
See, let me tell you, let me make my point clear. Maiyegun. Let me make my point clear. My point is I like Showore personally. The mere fact that he went to university in Nigeria, he was SUG president Unilag. I be normal student for OAU, but I relate to SUG. We were into politics. We went to parliament every Friday. We argue.
No matter what everybody wants to.
I know the process.
Kind of a dead demonstration on him today.
Exactly. I know.
Who knows better? Go on.
Yes. The problem I have with Showore is not a personal problem. I like him. He fought for the revolution now. He was jailed. He couldn't go out of Abuja at that time. Our problem is just the policy, his own analysis, his own, I don't know, his own orientation.
On this platform,
because his ideas actually will definitely work perfectly for Yoruba nation. His contribution, his knowledge will really take us the far way. He was the same person who was always condemning Nigerian government through Sahara reporters. He was the one who talked about don't get PVC. Yes, he said that's the contradiction right now. He told us not to get PVC. Now, when he wants to apply and also pay the huge amount,
on this program, card. So
exactly, and pay the huge and then pay the huge amount of money to get this electoral bid to be contesting for presidency is now telling us to get PVC. That's a big contradiction. I don't like people who contradict themselves.
The fact that we are mentioning his name today, right? Showore is a man of many people, of many parts. You get what I mean now? He had a lot of people who admired him a lot. And I can tell you this.
Me too.
Yeah, I can tell you this, that wherever they pushed him into to be part of this charade, right? He's probably doing it just to satisfy that segment of demography of his supporters. He came on this program. He told us it's a poverty validation card, and we head on to that.
Exactly.
Afterward, we just wish him well. I love where you're coming from. That it would have been so valuable to us.
We need him. We need him. He should come back home before it's too late. Firstly, secondly, Maiyegun, let me remind you of something again. During that NSAS protest, on the same day, some few hours later, not exactly that same day that those gunshots went off, but a day before, he was with his group with a huge placard of Revolution Now painted in red. I can remember. That was between Ojota and Maryland Road, right? So now, I noticed that Showore is always taking a different stand. He was for Revolution Now, not for NSAS. Even though we know those things could have worked out together perfectly.
Right? Showore actually declared that NSAS protest of that October 2020. It's so unfortunate. People are not giving him the credit he deserves, right? It was two-faced. Let me say something. I actually love the fact that you raised this, right, Clemo? Just for the sake of this convo, okay, and other people who are listening to us, okay? Remember that it was two-faced. Who said? No, in fact, it wasn't two-faced. It was Mali. who said,
Okay.
if the police who killed that person in Delta, that we saw the video, if they are not arrested, we are going to start a protest on Tuesday, right? And everybody were like, yes, we are going, yeah, Malian, right? Then on Monday, they said Naira Marley is meeting with the police IG. Remember? You remember that? Then after he met the police IG, said police have promised to end police brutality and all of that. Then he ran away, right?
Yes.
Then the second person who tried it was Two-Face Idibia. You remember?
I remember all the story.
It was Showore. When they were now said that there is not going to be protest tomorrow, nothing tomorrow, it was Showore who said, we are going to start the protest in Abuja tomorrow, right? And Showore said, tomorrow NSAS start tomorrow. Baba, that was the 3rd of October, 2020. I am the diary. I keep all of that on this diary, right?
Exactly. I even remember when it was shot by that female police.
Force the bad guy tweeted about it as well and said, if they do it in Abuja, we will do it in Lagos as well, right? We are meeting on Tuesday. Other celebrities started tweeting it and said, we are meeting on Tuesday. But it's so sad. When Showore arrived at that Abuja gathering, they said Showore was seeking attention. And that's what many people are still holding on to today. It breaks my heart. But guess what? It is what it is. That's why
I like Showore personally.
Showore stayed with us. Well, Showore is not a man of one group and all that, and I can't really fault him.
Exactly.
I just wish. Exactly. I really wish, like yourself. I do wish.
I really wish that he can just come to Yoruba Nation. It will be of great help to us because he's a great man. The most they sing that song, the most almost 4 guys were my juniors in OAU. We are for Aluta. We love it. It's in us. Pass it Dagbanu. Baba sọ fún ìjọba school pé yes, we always have 1 week before exam. Only time because Professor Fagboro do fún 1 week after Aluta wọ́n kó mo kó wá àti Molotov àjùgò for anybody. You know, our students go to what we palagidi tí wọ́n sì ń lọ sínú class wọ́n fẹ́ lọ kọ exam yẹn tábà yẹn débẹ̀ ta jùgò bí mẹ́ta báyìí àwọn ọmọ tó wọ́n máa ju tear gas báwo ló fẹ́ ríran kọ exam. You know, I love Showore as a person. It's just those ideas, you know. He's a very great mind, and he has fun.
People to
he has fun.
Credit, you know.
Yeah, he's not like Seun Kuti, who is only sitting in the corners of his room and saying movement of the people.
Yeah, Clemo. Yeah,
Baba.
Make I add these ones because for the sake of this as well, okay. You know, despite the fact that people don't really give him his credit and all of that for some reasons why they don't like him, right? When that same SARS protest ended, when they kill those, they will kill. Lock up those they will lock up. Do you know that in the last 2 years, it has been the same Showore who has been using his own team to free those they locked up even long after the end of NSAS. Today,
I remember that.
Showore,
I remember that.
Revolution now, who are also fighting Seyi Makinde in Oyo State. How many people who shouted NSAS 2 years ago know that some of those who were arrested in Ibadan since 2020 they are still in jail in Agodi? In Ibadan for NSAS protest sake. You know who brought that to our attention? Who brought that to our attention? Showore and their legal team representing them in court, trying to get them out. And on like that. So sometimes when I feel like, why can't Showore do this? I'm like, sometimes we are not all caught out same, right? But we just wish. Yeah. Like you said, we wish.
We really wish. Exactly. I really wish.
And he will receive his
Buhari olórí ibu ni wulẹ̀ ní láti ilẹ̀ ọmọ Nigeria. Our brother, he said maybe Buhari has died. But I thought Buhari has died. But Baba, I have the notion that he's still alive and doing bullshit. I wish everybody a good man.
That is so convenient with everything they are doing. Clemo, see, me and you don't shut
it off,
right? I actually...
Yeah, exactly.
Me and you spend 20 minutes talking. It can't always be like, if let's say you get this thing on me, no, I'm going to take one more call and I'm going to call it a night.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I enjoyed every bit of it, honestly speaking, because when we talk, we know that it's not just you and I. A lot of people are listening and they are also following.
Absolutely.
Right? So you still have a good one.
Yes, sir.
I'll take this. And that will be my last call tonight. One moment, sir. Let me see. Why do they disconnect?
Hello? Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Elder Olorua of the Temple of Truth. How are you, sir?
Well done, Maiyegun, you know. Well done. You know, honestly, I really respect you and all of you, Koiki and Co. I respect you guys for certain shit. Because Nigeria pressure to fún àwọn èèyàn tó ń fún àwọn èèyàn gbogbo ká tó wá sọ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó wá ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́ tẹ́ máa prepare fún kí ẹ understand honestly that's a fantastic job and God Almighty will bless you, bless all what you have in life and your family. Amen. And all of you that you are doing this, God will bless you. Because what you are doing is for what you guys are doing is for the liberations of all of us, not for you alone, and not for Koiki alone, not for Yedala or any one of them alone. It's not for Babakito or for Igbo alone. It's for all of us because we are in serious bondage. Yeah. So thank you again. Yeah. So what I wanted to say is this. You know, I decided not to talk about Sowore long time, but once you guys are talking about him tonight, I need to say something.
Go for it.
Yeah, I need to say yes. I need
time.
Yeah,
please help me.
Yeah, please. I'll be quick. I'll be quick. I'll be quick, please. Yes, please. Yeah. Now, you know, Sowore. I like Sowore. But what happened is I like Sowore, and I will make mention of one person as well, Femi Falana. There are so many people who are like that, people that have the activism in them, all these type of things. Right. But what happened is this. Yoruba man Paweko, there's an adage in Yoruba land. I don't know how to say it in English, but I will say it in Yoruba. If someone, if someone can, woman ni pe owo ti owo tomo se owo ti omode se fogun odun. So no, but biomo kokuku pada seyin. In other words, business you have been doing for so long is the end result of it is failure.
If you stop doing it,
and it's not rewarding. Why are you doing it?
Go on, sir.
That's right. Now, people like Sowore, Femi Falana, they've now become system enabler. They were enabling that system. That's right. That's what they are. Now, you can see Falana when they are talking about all this ASU, all this Didere. You understand? I call them Didere. They should be an elite, the ASU. You understand? Some of them are professors for God's sake.
Right.
You understand? Now, look at what they become. They become nuisance.
In the hand of illiterate megad.
In the hand of thugs, because the people that occupy political space in Nigeria, they are bandits, terrorists, thugs, criminals. Okay? Maiyegun, there was a man, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He was a member of National Assembly.
Right.
Okay?
What did he do that you remember?
Yeah, what the man said is this. The man said, he looked around and look at all the rogues around him. And he said, almost half of the members of the Senate that time, he has already arrested them for terrorism before. The man said it at the floor of the Senate in Nigeria. Obasanjo backed it up by saying the member of National Assembly are criminal and bandits. Obasanjo said it. Okay. Now, hello,
sir.
Hello. With you. Yes. So what I wanted to say is this. Now, if you look at Sowore is now become enabler of the system. That's why you see these people. They keep him in Abuja there. They just say, okay.
Sir,
okay.
Being enabler is in a way kind of argumentative. Because why I said that is this, sir, right?
Yes.
Not giving Sowore his flower. Okay. Sahara Reporters is one of the sources that has kept, they have kept it alive, exposing the rotten government. Some of those things they expose, that later have been agreed. They are. They said they are propagandas.
Yes.
So,
that's right.
Enabling the system is that when Sowore says Nigeria can be better, and people want to break up and all of that, they need a system that allow them to express themselves.
But Maiyegun, you are right.
You know,
yes.
I do ask myself,
Maiyegun, yes, you are right. Maiyegun, you are right. But look at it from this angle. Okay. Look at it from this angle.
Yes, sir.
Sowore is not a child anymore.
No,
you understand?
It's over 50.
You understand? It's over 50. You understand? Now, that means he's been in that system for 50 years. He should understand that system. It shouldn't be like Tinubu, people like Tinubu, Obi, that doesn't understand that system. Because I'm saying something now. About Tinubu. Say Tinubu doesn't understand the Nigerian system. You understand? Many people will be laughing at me, say,
maybe you don't know.
Because many people they will say, I know that guy doesn't even know that I don't know what I'm saying because they don't know nothing. But if Tinubu or Obi understand that system, they won't continue doing what they are doing. And you can see when the primary of APC comes. If you look at the primary of APC when it comes, Tinubu realized that the game is over. Because the truth of the matter is this, we discussed it on this platform before, that before the primary, that the person they wanted to give the candidacy for is Lawan Ahmed, that Fulani Kanuri man.
Choose a Southern Christian, but it didn't work out.
That's right.
Tinubu beat everything, but people said that.
No, Tinubu doesn't beat them.
No, they said
Tinubu doesn't beat them.
What? Give it to him.
Tinubu used us. Tinubu used us. He used the Yoruba nation to threaten them. And that is why you see that this Hausa Fulani you are looking at, you understand, they don't have balls. And then I want to tell them tonight, I want to tell Hausa Fulani tonight, you understand? Let us face the reality in Nigeria. The truth of the matter is this. No one, no ethnicity, no like ethnicity tribe in Nigeria have the capacity to take war to the other one. Let me break it, and anybody can hear this one in Nigeria.
Sure.
Yoruba people, Yoruba nations doesn't have the capacity to take war to Hausa Fulani tough, Hausa Fulani land. We will lose. Okay? The same thing, Igbo doesn't have the capacity to bring war to Yoruba land. They will lose. Hopefully. The same thing, Yoruba doesn't have the capacity to take war to Igbo land. We're going to lose, hopefully. Now, this Hausa Fulani that is bringing war to Yoruba land. Hello?
Fulani. I said Hausas are also denying Fulani. Have you not watched that BBC documentary? There's already war going on. They are ready to.
Yes. Maiyegun, let me tell you something. Let us solve our problem once and for all. If we are trying to exonerate Hausa from this problem, you understand? In fact, we're going to be consumed. Okay? Yeah. Let us be brave.
Sir, what I'm saying is this,
yes.
What I'm saying is that
yes.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Okay? On the political tough, right? They tend to be the same.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Yes.
But it's a latest that has finally proved to us that you remember when we said that in 1807, right? A snake charm seller who happened to be a terrorist, Usman Dan Fodio, invaded northern Nigeria. So we said that since then they have managed to to try either kill the indigenous people there or subject them to their control. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to remind you of is that all these things we do, but when they come to Nigeria, they make it look like a Hausa Fulani. I said just recently, sir, BBC came out, not telling us. We saw them gave reasons why they said for centuries they have been fighting the Fulanis who have been killing them. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that when you use the Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, and all that, but when it comes to Hausas and Fulani, you use them as one. I said the Hausa Fulani have no capacity, and I said, sir, at this point, it will be ideal for us to please make everybody understand that even if we continue to merge them together for political conversation, they are not together. So even I was saying that they are being
okay, carry on.
You get what I mean now? The whole thing about
Maiyegun, can I? Yes, Maiyegun, let me tell you something. Let us be realistic to ourselves. Okay. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun, you belong to Yoruba race. You understand?
Race,
exactly. I belong to Yoruba race.
Yes, sir.
Now, you always say something.
Yes, sir.
Say choose your fight or choose your poison. Exactly. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, Maiyegun,
yes, sir.
You are not a child. Even yourself, you are not a child anymore. Since when you were born into that Nigerian system,
yes, sir.
I feel see Hausa go against Fulani in reality. You understand? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm listening. Yes. Yes.
I have.
Yes.
But I am saying that they said, you see, all these killings that we're witnessing today, we have now come to realize that the most victims have been the same Hausas. And as we speak today in northern Nigeria, today, this evening, right now, as we are talking right now, Hausas are asking for guns. Guess who they are looking for? They are not looking for Igbos. They are not looking for Yorubas. They are looking for the same people that you think, have you ever seen them apart? I just want to correct that part. You get what I mean now? That things are no longer what they used to be. I will let you finish now.
Maiyegun, you know what happened? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what happened? You know what happened? You know, and then you know when we were growing up, you understand? There is a song. There is a song they put on our head. Say, as a Yoruba person, instead for you to lie down or bend down for Fulani, or couldn't be that time there's something like Fulani. It was only Hausa. The song they put on our head.
It was Esa Lakintola who said that, and then it was actually derogatory. Though today we say this.
So one second. Listen, Maiyegun, listen to this. They always tell us. They always tell us. Instead for us to bend down or surrender for Hausa,
that's what he said. He said
for Gambari, you understand? So instead of that, that's right. So if you they said, this is how they put it. Maiyegun, listen to me. It's we that they set it to. All right? They said to us, instead for us to bend down or surrender for Hausa, you understand? We rather die. You understand? Yoruba rather die. And it is better. It's on the ground now. You understand? Please, Maiyegun, please don't use your energy to don't waste your own time to continue try to exonerate Hausa and Fulani or whatever. Let me tell you something. No, 1 second. No, 1 second. 1 second. I met one lady. Yeah, I met one lady. I met one lady last month. You understand? It was one of these rulers in Nigeria. Okay? I met her. So then I said to the lady, are you listening to me? I said to the lady, Then the lady now said to me that she's Hausa, you understand, from Kano. Then I said, okay, you are Hausa or whatever. Then I quickly now said, okay, what do you see? What do you see about what is going on in Nigeria now? Because me, I'm a Yoruba man from Ibadan. Okay? My stake in Nigeria now, my stake now is to even use my whole life to end Nigeria. All right, no matter what it takes. That lady now said to me that he's Hausa, Fulani. Then I said to her, I said, you are Hausa. He said it's Hausa and it's a Fulani. And then I said, what happened? He said, there's no difference. She said to me, Maiyegun, this lady from Kano, last month I'm telling you, this lady from Kano, she said there's no difference. You understand?
And I am telling
from Hausa and Fulani. And she said to me, carry on. Yeah, carry on.
I'm telling you now that it is exactly the picture out there. There is no difference. In the northern Nigeria, in the northern Nigeria, they have families where Fulanis married Hausas. Their children will tell you they are Hausa Fulani. I am saying it to you now that majority of northerners, there are Hausas who are Hausas. There are Fulanis who are Fulanis. as it is today.
Oh, yes.
One of the people who are caught in between them are the offspring, their children, or their Hausa Fulani, but they are in the minority, sir. I'm saying it to you now.
Yeah. Maiyegun, I understand. I understand.
No, you have never let me finish. You haven't let me finish.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on.
This is no longer something we are making up now, right? Today, I have it on record, right?
Yes.
Even those who identified as Hausa Fulani for a while, they are dropping Toga now. You know why?
Okay.
They have paid so much bearing that cover of Hausa Fulani. When you hear about people being so I'm not defending them. I'm telling you what is going on now.
Yeah, okay. I'm listening.
So
I'm listening. Yes.
Sir, if tomorrow, right, you hear that this one killed, those ones killed, is going to be the continuation of what they have told us, that they are never won. Now for politics, Nigeria, one Nigeria, they play that card, and that thing is expiring now. Go on, sir.
Yeah, my final say. My final say on this thing is this. Maiyegun,
yes, sir.
I will never agree with you on this one, and you don't need to agree with me. But you will come back. You will come back on this program,
right?
And then we hire this matter again. Okay. So what I wanted to say is this. Me, I'm a Yoruba. You understand?
Yes.
Now, if it's all one or you say, you understand?
Yes, sir.
It's because Hausa Fulani, because I want to go already. No, already because Kosi Baba Kuba Belly, but don't let go about one. Now, I want to go very soon. I want to all right? Then we flush them out. No, Maiyegun, no, Asarido Kubo, ordinary man. Oh, you see type of weapon, just follow a lorry city. No, I want politician in Yoruba, the politician in Yoruba land. Now God will punish them and punish their mama. Now, one second, please. One second, Maiyegun, please. Because anybody might touch it. No, please. Now, one set up Amateko. But Amateko was constituted under the law. Exactly. Look at the bottom of Danny. I'm going to put them go. No. Allah no do local people. Please. Thank you. Because it's an insult. All right. Thank you.
Let's say the grace. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me, sir.
Thank you.
I'm going to see you some other time. Good evening. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you.
So this is where we're going to put the buttons. I don't even need to say anything anymore. I'm just going to say good night. Thank you for joining me tonight. Empress, the Empress, that's kind of you, always generous of you. So thank you and God bless you for that. I appreciate every one of you spending your time, but don't forget, if you have enjoyed this, right, you can stay back and subscribe onto my channel. It's great. It's so conversational, interactive, just like this, and you can be the next person speaking to me on my next program. So don't miss that. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you some other time. So to everybody, Madam Liz, Bolu, Abby, Princess, all of you that I can remember your name and those accounts, I'm going to say good night and stay safe. Odaro.
Àníyàn súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìí yẹ.